1, 2, 3.
All right. So who are we here with today?
Calvin.
Noah.
And so Calvin, I noticed that since the last time I saw you, you went from like 5'7" to 6'4". How did that happen?
The first thing
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even know. I just milk. I chugged milk 5 times a day.
Like when I heard you at the door, it did not. It sounded like Easton or something. Like I'm not even joking. It did not sound like your voice changed a lot too.
Yeah. I've changed as a person.
Oh yeah.
I've grown into my body.
There
we go. Yeah, that's the word.
And so, when you talk about milk, so I regularly consume like double digits amount of milks at schools, like up to 14 sometimes. So did you ever do that at Millikan?
At Millikan, no. So I wouldn't eat or drink anything for the whole day, and then as soon as I got home, I would just chug milk.
How much milk are we talking?
Probably not 14, right?
No, not 14.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a big like ratio. I'd say like 5 to 10 cups.
Oh,
yeah.
It depends.
Yeah, that's still good. I mean, probably usually it was probably closer to 8 to 10. I would say.
Yeah.
How do you get 14, bro?
Those are on like the big days. If
actually-
if everyone gets like 3 for me, and then that's like 18. So if you get like 2, me and one other person that both at lunch and nutrition get 3, and then some other guy gets at least 2, then you're good.
3.
Yeah.
So how do you get? You just put 3 and they don't care. Dude, I tried to do 2 one time and the lady said, "Nuh-uh,
It really
put
just
back."
depends. It really just depends on who's there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can't do it in front of like the head or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't know. Would you consider it theft or like I don't know because
They're gonna get thrown out anyway.
yeah, that's
No
what
one's
I'm thinking.
drinking.
Like no one's drinking them anyway.
Yeah,
Someone
I
might
would
as well
call
have
it.
it.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, I've seen them like take a whole huge. You know, they're in packs, like in plastic with the milk on it, or with milk in it, like the packages of milk. You know what I'm talking about?
Like
when
is that
you
like
see
the
'em-
condensed milk?
No, when you see, at school at Millikan or Lakewood or Millikan when you see them in the like little
Oh, yeah,
refrigerated
yeah,
unit and
yeah.
it's in like a package. I saw like the lunch lady's throwing away like 3 whole unopened.
You saw her like
Oh.
throw
Well, like that.
throw it away.
Yeah, not throw up.
No, I meant to say yeah. You see her,
throw
like,
throw
it
away the whole bag of milk that no one was gonna drink. So
Yeah.
that's kind of uncool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll go to Zach.
So it's more cool to just take them all. For you
Well,
and drink it.
I'd rather they be drank
Yeah.
than thrown away.
Instead of
Drinking
wasted.
than thrown away.
There was a kid in my chemistry class, and he came in every day pretty late, like I don't know, 5-10 minutes late, and he would come in with just like one cafeteria tray, but like 5 like of the what do you call it, like the coffee cakes or whatever,
Yeah.
and then like 5 jugs or like cartons of milk,
Dang.
and then like 3 juices, and like he was
Bro.
coming with all this.
Bro.
And
Dang,
I
I thought.
don't know how he did it.
What did Mr. G say?
But she was fine with it.
He didn't
Because
do
like,
bro.
he did his work.
Yeah.
Like he knew how to do all of his work.
Maybe he thought he
correctly.
was bringing it for an experiment or something.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he was fine
Sometimes
with
I'd
it.
come in with a few milks, but I never got to.
What's the most you got
coffee.
to?
I don't know.
Yeah, that
4 or
dude.
5.
I would imagine that dude. He's probably bulking like me, but a little differently. That's all.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the coffee
he's
cakes are.
More of a dirty bulk. For
He's
sure.
big.
Bro.
He's big.
How much we talking? Like how much does he weigh?
I mean, okay, he's fit, but he's big. So I'd say like, I don't even know.
Wait, can you say?
So probably like 20%
I don't
body.
even know his name, bro.
You don't know?
I don't know his name.
He's probably like what 20, maybe 25% body fat. Even if he's
Yeah.
still big. I mean, I don't know.
Alright.
I think he's in
That's-
wrestling
that's-
actually.
Oh, do you know who looks like?
Curly hair,
Oh my
white kid, curly
god.
hair.
I think I've been to your class. Either I went
Yeah,
to your class
yeah,
or we
yeah,
both
yeah.
went to Sam's class.
I'm pretty
I
sure you
don't know.
came to my class before.
There's a few curly hair kids. I don't know. It's whatever.
Hey, whatever.
Hey, so Zach, we should detail then, based on how like you heard Calvin's height maxing strategy. It's,
Yeah.
you know, I would say compared to yours, it's a little different.
Okay.
How would you? Can you detail everything you're doing? Basically, revolving your life around trying to get taller.
Well, actually, I would argue it's not revolving my life around getting taller. It's revolving my life around health, and a lot of those things, or pretty much almost all of those things, correlate to getting taller,
Okay,
or have to do with getting taller.
makes sense. So
Yeah.
like, because I know you do, like, a ton of different hangs on the pull-up bar.
Yeah.
just
I hadn't done that the past
getting
couple
any-
days because I've been mainly focusing on. It's just been cool. Like I've been getting up every day at the same time and actually lifting. I mean, lifting's the big thing too. That's also gonna help.
Yeah.
It's not just about the hangs too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
I guess you could say, so the hangs, just working out, lifting in general. I've been trying to be outside a lot. Like I'll do work on the swing, so that too for sure.
Oh yeah, would you say you got like a lot of sunlight and stuff? That
Yeah.
got
Yeah, no, I was an outside kid.
Okay. Cool. There you go.
What's your opinion on sunlight as a whole? No.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared of it. I've never lived with this much sun. I mean, I lived in Kansas City where it's like this, like clouds pretty much all the time. I mean, there's sun sometimes, and we don't have any beaches in Kansas City.
I mean, the main idea is like, even if I'm on the swing or stuff, I'm just staying outside. Like you're still getting way more sunlight, and without really having to worry about the negative effects, especially if you're mainly like in the shade or if you're just on the swing or something.
And just all being outside is always better.
Because like I think I've said this probably multiple times already, but you can get like an app or whatever Hamza talking about. You can get like an app where it shows like how much sunlight you have inside, and it'll be like a couple hundred, which is nothing. And then you'll go outside and you'll have some crazy number to the power of like 1 trillion or something, you know. So even if you're not directly in the sun, even if you're not directly in the sun, you know. Yeah. So also just other than sunlight too, it also just eating. I mean milks too, but just eating a lot in general too, for sure. Yeah. And with what you're saying, like how I know you just eat or whatever, I don't know. Well, I'm just because you had said before about the cereals or whatever, or just the specific things you're not as worried about. Like, I would argue that it actually helps to eat like it's as strict and clean as possible, because when you're because cleaner food is gonna help your hormones a lot more than say just pounding, just like Sam Soul, like just getting 5,000, 6,000 calories of chocolate milk and stuff. That's gonna wreck your hormones.
Calories
Where
are
testosterone
calories, bro.
correlates a lot with your height too. So
no, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not advocating for eating a ton of seed oils. I just don't. I guess I don't know. I'm just trying to learn more, I guess, about why they're so bad. I'm trying to inquire, but that's interesting because they're in like pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Like all everything you go to get at a restaurant, I feel like they'd find a way to put seed oils in the steak.
Well, seed oils is more of a
potatoes.
specific thing. I mean, I'm just saying, I guess, just whether it's processed food or added sugar or seed oils, it's just those things in general that decrease your testosterone are going to have a negative effect, I guess. That's all I was saying. So, and then, I mean, yeah, those are the main things. I also wanted to start like hooping every now and then with Julian Marshall.
he's
6'3".
He basketball.
So you just gotta. So
that's
might
valid.
as well. It's valid.
Makes sense.
It's valid.
When are you gonna start doing that?
I don't know. I'll have to ask.
Bro,
you.
let me
maybe
come.
next week.
Let me go.
Okay, Monday then.
Monday?
Yeah, let's try Monday.
With Julian?
Yeah.
Bro, that'd be fun.
Yeah, maybe Calvin too. He could dunk on us.
Oh.
Wait, so how you're like 6'4", right? I mean,
Like 6'2".
I don't know. You seem taller than Julian Marshall.
It's like 6'2", 6'3". Somewhere.
You literally seem taller than Julian.
I think it's my heel, like my shoes. I have a massive sole.
Well, also a lot of it's just like I didn't expect that at all. Like when I was like when you were coming, I was like, what the hell?
He's like, oh
Like
my
when
God.
I opened the door.
Suddenly Calvin's so cute now.
Oh,
Bro. Yeah.
You notice how he just denied it?
Yeah.
No. Why do you think basketball is going to make you grow taller specifically?
Well, I think you've probably seen it work in people.
Really? I've seen it.
Or I don't know, like people will tell me
I
all the
played
time
basketball.
they see it work in people.
I played basketball when I was, I don't know, young, like 8.
I guess, all that jumping is going to help. And, like, be the... just if you're around tall people, you think
So
that'd help.
what would you say, what have you noticed going from such, like having such a drastic change in height, what have you noticed in, like, the differences of quality of life? Like, what would you say?
Pain.
Pain?
Pain is a big one.
Yeah.
Like, my knees hurt a lot. Like, that's a huge one. People always, like, look at me. Like, I know that sounds super weird, but, like, just before this, I was getting a donut. and I was behind somebody in line, and she glanced at me, and then she looked ahead, and she looked again, and she's like, "You're so tall," and I was like,
She
"Yeah."
said that?
Yeah, she said,
Bro.
"You're really tall," and I was like, "Thanks, man." And then Mr. York,
Yeah.
he was. I asked him to open up the band room real quick, and he's like, "Holy, like you are tall," and I was like, "Yeah, like I'm pretty tall." So like it's a lot of people saying you're tall, a lot of pain, but like it's weird. You don't notice a difference from when you were short versus when you were tall. Like everything still feels the same.
Yeah.
It's
makes
very
sense.
weird.
Yeah. How is fitting on planes? That's not a problem. What would you say? Like,
You know, it's not horrible.
it's not horrible.
I mean,
It's
it's funny how you say that. We're acting like he's like 6'10" or something.
Well, that's what I'm
I mean,
wondering.
it's not like
I
the
guess you have
worst
to
thing.
get really tall, like
Yeah.
7 foot for that. to be
You have to get
But
pretty
still,
tall.
it's like, dude, they make it as cramped as possible. Like for me, it'll be annoying. Like
Wow.
sitting, I don't have any leg.
Like it's, you know, you can't really move. It's hard to maneuver around. Like I was at the graduation ceremony for Milliken, and I had to go through like a bunch of people, and like I could barely walk through them because like it was a nightmare to walk through all those people, and then people would walk through, and then I'd. You know how like you stand up and like the chair would go back a little bit?
Yeah.
I had to like move the next aisle up because I still couldn't like get enough room for them.
All right.
It was pretty bad. Roller coasters suck. Cause like they're
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
tight.
How are they like? I know they do like purposely make the parts of the roller coaster lower to like feel like you're gonna get your head cut off or something.
Oh, dude, I was at Knott's, and you know like the swing ride that just kind of like goes around.
Yeah.
I was on that, and I felt like I was gonna hit my feet on like a tree or something, cause like it feels like you are right there. Like
Zach
it is
needs
super
these
scary.
problems. Zach wants these problems.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me. It's just like I was more getting at like I was asking. I mean, obviously, I'm I'm sure you could probably say there's some positive benefits. I mean, I was just saying because I can't really kind of lost my train of thought there. Ooh. I mean, it's mainly just it's mainly
sound effect. What? It's mainly what?
I mean, yeah. I mean, when I hear people talk about like how when they're taller, it's like I'll bump into these things, or it's hard to fit in airplanes and stuff like that. It's just, but when it's I hear things like that, and it's just like, like.
Yeah,
Still wouldn't take.
He's gonna be. Yeah.
I mean, I still wouldn't take being short over that, obviously.
I mean, but there's good stuff about being short.
Oh.
Like you get to like you get to fit in like places that tall people can't. Like,
Yeah.
Tell him, Calvin. Yeah. So yeah, what are the benefits of being short, Zach?
yeah, pros and cons.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
I guess. Yeah.
But a lot of the benefits. I mean, we can talk about benefits of being short, but it's like one, it's very difficult to think of any, and then two, the ones I can think of, it's like they're so overrated and like kind of nuanced. Like it's not really, like it's
gonna
not
be
really
easier.
true.
Okay, if I drop my keys underneath the car, it's gonna be way easier.
Exactly, dude. That's exactly what I was
But
thinking.
then that's,
Sorry.
but it's hard to say if that's really, I don't know, because
What-
a skinny tall person's gonna have an easier time than a short fat person getting their keys under the car. Like I don't know.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
So it's like
that's
a lot of
true.
those things are new. A lot of the benefits to being short, which it's hard to say if there are any. Like, a lot of those are still nuanced. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. They're not really.
It's kind of like how
it's not really that simple.
the cons of being tall are nuanced. Like
No.
you don't think the cons? You don't think
I
that?
think I'd rather bump into a couple extra. I mean, I'd rather.
That's what I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying
Okay.
you just said the pros of being short are nuanced, right? Like there's not. A
Oh,
whole lot.
okay, yeah. I thought you were saying the pros are.
I literally said cons
My bad,
twice.
my bad.
The con, just like how
No,
the pros,
that actually makes a lot of sense.
the
yeah.
pros
That-
of
yeah.
being short are nuanced. It's the same way, just for the bad parts of being tall.
Yeah.
So they're nuanced.
Yeah, for sure.
That's I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I'd rather. Sorry, Kelvin. I was just saying I'd rather. Because I'd honestly, I mean, at least to me, I'd rather bump into a couple extra things or not be able to fit in some places than to have it more difficult to find a partner. Like, I mean, to me, that's
that's
to me
where it all
that's
goes
much more.
back to.
I mean, that's like an important part of life. I'd rather have an easier time with that than to bump into a couple extra things.
Yeah,
now and then.
Calvin is the rizziest person on earth.
I'm not.
That's for sure.
Or just find like a really short person.
But I mean, I'm just saying, like, for example, like you're saying, noticing when you're going to that restaurant or whatever, and that girl's like, wow, you're so tall.
Wait,
I mean, why else do you think
was
she'd
it
be
was it a
asking?
girl or was it like a lady, like a?
She was like
adult?
60 something.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And Zach instantly goes to pictures.
No, but I'm just saying, like, people
Girl.
saying that, like, wow, you're so tall. Like, they're not saying it. Obviously, they're not saying it as a bad thing. They're saying it's like a good attribute. Obviously.
I mean, that's
So-
not. It could be a bad. Like, what if they're scared of me? Like, what if
You're
I'm so
pretty
tall? They're
scary,
like,
bro.
holy, like,
Well, that's
yo,
the
you're
thing.
so tall.
Okay, well, that's the thing, right? So, like, after it kind of tapers off after 6'4", I guess it looked like
Dude,
Where-
he
where-
has this down to a science.
where it becomes where it's like once they get to like super tall, like 6'8", 6'10", 7 foot, then they kind of get less than those guys. But it's at the same time, you'd rather be that than the super short, because you'd rather be intimidating compared to the opposite where they just look down on you. Like I'd rather intimidate a girl than her to look down on me, you know, for being shorter. Like obvious.
I don't know. Okay, so
Like to be like a 4'9" guy or something. Like, bro.
okay, would you rather want, I don't know, like your partner to say, oh, like, you're scaring me because you're so tall, or would you rather want your partner to say, like,
Oh, you're so tiny.
you're so
Yeah.
like
You
you're so
wouldn't
tiny.
say that.
What would you rather want?
I mean, at the end of the day, doesn't it? Well, okay, this is kind of a dumb answer, but
Say it.
I mean, does it matter more like what she cares about?
I think
Like,
so.
guess it
I
kinda
think
depends.
relationships should
That
be
kind of
equal.
loses. Well, okay. That kind of loses meaning though, because you have to get there in the first place.
I know.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
just kind of
But-
a random question.
That's I mean, I guess pretty much everyone would take the second one. Huh?
I think going back to like people being 6'4" and above, I think when I see people who are like really tall, like 6'10", like huge, I think like it starts to get ridiculous.
That's
Like-
a bit much.
Like I think they like
But think about it. You could also think about it like this too. Like someone at 7 foot or whatever. Yeah, maybe it's a little intimidating, and it's like weird, but it's unique in a good way. Whereas you look at like a guy who's like 4'9" or something, it's unique in a like sad way. Like I see a 4'9" guy, I come across him if I'm in LA or something, I'm just like, I feel bad. You don't feel bad for a guy who's like 7 feet, you know? I mean,
yeah.
so it's just,
I feel bad.
I
I
mean,
mean,
like okay, like the other day I was at like LBX and I was getting some Jaybirds and
All right,
and,
looks like we're good. Yeah.
it's number one of how many?
I think he's already done.
no, it was
Okay.
it was the first time I
Oh, good
ordered.
job.
Yeah,
Yes.
fighting it.
I was at LBX getting some Jaybirds the other day, and I saw these like two guys, and they're identical twins, and they were 6'11". Like they were huge, and they were identical, and they were like the exact same like body weight, like they looked the exact same, and they were walking side by side, and it honestly scared me because like they looked so identical, and I was like, how would you talk to them? I feel like I'd be scared.
How would you know which one you're talking to?
Exactly, that's another thing. How would you know?
Yeah.
Because there's no difference.
Most crazy.
Well, I almost wonder if, like, even, especially if those, okay, you could say, like, a positive of being at that extreme height, too, is that, like, you could, like, imagine if I was 6'11" and I started a podcast. It'd probably start to get some traction, like, pretty easily.
I don't
I feel
know.
like because it'd be so unique, people are gonna be like,
No,
whoa.
it's not. I feel like you
But like with
believe
the
that.
podcast, you're sitting down.
I feel like you believe that
What?
that height, that there isn't an aspect of life that won't be better if you're tall.
Well, there's some truth to that. There's definitely some truth.
I mean,
to
a
that.
podcast.
But it's
I
not-
agree
it's
that
not just
that
about-
some
it's not-
aspects of life will be better, but I mean stuff like that. I don't think you can go
Okay.
that far. I think
Yeah,
that's
I was just kind of stretching it, honestly.
Okay.
I'm just saying it'd be funny. It could be like a tool or something because it's so unique. As with anything that could be unique, but I'm just saying. All I was saying is that it's not it's not solely for attraction too. Like if you walk into a room and you're taller and you're like tall, those guys are more likely to respect you, or they are going to respect you, whether it's subconscious or they think it. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, I think when you're short, like, you have, you have pros also. Like I think that could be unique also. Like if you're short.
But I think the
'Cause-
pros of being short, though, a lot of people only really bring it up just as cope. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't know, like, other than that, I just think, because obviously it's a net negative.
Well,
I mean,
he's bringing them up.
Yeah.
On the college. I mean,
No, but yeah. Well, because we're on the topic, but I'm just saying, I think we could all agree that being shorter is a net negative, as the converse is true. Being taller is a net positive. I mean,
Okay,
in general.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
In general. But what were you gonna say?
I mean, like, so who's that one Indian lady that's like the shortest person in the world? You know what I'm talking about?
The shortest
Bro,
person in the
like
world.
she's literally the shortest person in the world.
How
but
tall
like,
is she? What, like
2 foot. Like she's tiny.
2 feet tall?
But
Bruh.
like, she's famous because of that.
Oh yeah, the net positive. You're famous.
Yeah, that's a positive.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
If
unique, like I was saying with the extreme, like, height thing. But I'd
Yeah.
rather take an extreme tall than over an extreme short. I think, as you guys would probably choose too.
Do those
Yeah.
like really short people? Do they live longer, or do they still have like? Because I know this
They
super
have.
tall.
I mean, like it's.
I
Or
don't
do
know.
they?
It's
do they have,
dwarfism.
I think it tapers off.
It's probably an extreme version of dwarfism. It's probably more than just that, and because of that, they probably don't live as
Yeah.
long.
Okay,
Like
I
there's.
didn't know.
Like, there's probably diminishing returns after, like, what, 4 feet?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I
there's
guess,
yeah.
and the same thing when you're tall. Like there's
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, yeah, but I think, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can see.
there's something.
'Cause I know
forget
I-
what it is, but there's something that will, like when someone is super tall, like
What, like
super tall,
giantism,
like
one of those
giant,
things? Yeah.
like I don't know, it's giant.
Well, I know that like on average, technically, if you're like a person who's like 4'3" or so, or 4'5", I guess, is gonna live longer than someone who's like 6'10" or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like just on average.
But it's
But I
interesting.
didn't know if that.
But it's
Yeah.
interesting. There's actually different studies on that. Like I was gonna say, being taller on average, like just at any amount, well, you're more likely to live longer. But it's actually kind of complicated. Like there's different studies saying either one. Like because there was like, for example, I don't know. Like there was this one saying that like taller people. I can't remember the exact details, but they lived longer than these shorter people, and it could be that say like someone in India who doesn't have right access
Yeah,
to
there's so much
nutrition,
other
or just-
factors. Like,
yeah.
I don't. Point is, I don't think Calvin needs to be worried.
No, I'm fine.
Well, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, even if you're not like like super tall, even if you're 6'2" to 6'4" or whatever, which is still a pretty good height, like I would say probably a good trade off for like the 1% that you're not going to live as long compared to someone who's
Yeah.
like 4'11". Like
Okay.
I don't think it makes
here's a
that
question.
much of a difference.
Here's a question: how long do you think you're gonna live?
120.
So, would you sacrifice, like, okay, we'll go easy. I was gonna say 80, but would you sacrifice 20 years of your life to be 6'4"? Like, if some genie came up with or like a being came up with a proposition, would you trade 20
Well, no,
years?
because
to be
I'm already
6'4"?
going to make it to 6'4", so.
Okay.
So I don't have to worry about
But
that.
all
I
right,
mean-
never mind. I don't want to get too into hypothetical. That's an interesting.
But I mean, to still live to 100, then of course I'd still take that. I mean,
what about 80? What about 80? Would you take it?
probably.
Probably.
Well, it depends on what height.
Interesting.
It depends on
No,
what
6'4".
height that I would not.
Oh.
Well, it depends on what height that I would.
Let's say you have
be
to stay here.
otherwise.
You have to stay this height for the rest of your life, or you
Oh,
can take the deal and
100%.
100% 80.
Yeah.
How low can we go? What about 70?
I mean, you could just think about it like. Well, okay, because then there comes a point where it's like,
I don't think
You
I
know,
would take that.
hold on, because below 80, then there comes a question of like, why don't I just do other things that are going to shorten my life but are more fun, that make my life more enjoyable?
Mhm.
So then it's like, would I really want to go below
Yeah.
80? And then it's like, So maybe not. I don't know. Maybe after thinking about it, I'd be like, never mind. I'm just not going to make that choice. I'll stay the same.
Would you? How do you? So yeah, you said 120 though. That's how long you're gonna live.
I'm going to break the record.
Oh, that's why. That's why it's 120. Okay. I was wondering why you got
Number.
that specific number.
Well, also, doesn't it? I could be wrong, but I heard something like it's mentioned something about that in the Bible. Is that true or not?
120 is not the record. The record is
No. I'm
The
saying
record of
no.
being-
I'm saying for like normal humans or something. I don't know.
Hmm?
I saw. I
Oh,
think maybe it was
yeah,
AI
there's-
that was saying that.
No.
but
There's
does it
a
actually
verse.
say that?
There's a verse that's like God. Oh, it was like after Methuselah lived, God took away the spirit. He's like his spirit stopped dwelling in men, and they would only live till like a certain. It was probably like 150 years or something. But Methuselah in the
Oh.
Bible, he lived like 970 or something, like crazy. Like
Maybe
900.
maybe one of you guys could pull that up because if it's once, because that's
I
actually
mean, what's your?
because I was
What
thinking
do you want to hit? 120.
yeah, I was saying.
Look at
The oldest
record.
is 122.
Oh, you
But
lost.
that's for women. That's for women. For men, it's like 117.
No, but why would you just do for half do the whole thing? Don't just do half the population.
Yeah, why
You
not
gotta
just-
beat the whole population.
Why not? Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's not beating half the population,
116.
bro.
How much of
You're beating like the entire population except like 5 people, bro. Like what?
What?
116 is the oldest.
How do you not understand, bro? No, because
I'm
only
saying
5
that
women
I'm-
or something have done that.
Dude, it's all Asian people.
Oh yeah, I guess I get what you're saying.
I guess
Oh,
I beat the
that's
record for my race anyway.
That's actually really interesting that it's like the oldest living people are Asian people. I wonder why.
Well, people say it's their diet and stuff, but I do think red meat is still beneficial because they don't get enough red meat. But I mean, I guess yeah, because they do. Other than not having red meat, I would say they have a good diet. I mean, in those areas, just fish and rice and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Okay, here we go. I got what we're talking about. So Genesis 6:3. Let's take a peek.
6
think-
foot Calvin, 6'3".
I think this
Yeah.
this was
Blaze.
this was before the flood. So take that into consideration. Oh yeah, here we go. This is a good section.
Noah and the flood.
What did I say? Oh yeah, 6:3. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So here we go. So Genesis 6 is I'm reading this in the NIV. Genesis 1 is when human beings began to increase in number on the earth, and daughters were born to them. The sons of God saw that the daughters of human were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. Then the Lord said, "My spirit will not contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. Their days will be 120 years."
Mm.
And that's a real verse, right?
I would take that in not with a grain of salt, because I mean someone has lived longer than 120 years. I don't think that's specifically saying no human will live longer than 120 years.
No. I'm saying if anything, hold on.
Goodness.
No. Listen. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if anything, that's like more evidence of Jesus. Like I'm just saying, or just saying evidence of God. Like because if they literally, I mean, he's literally pinpointed it. Even if it's not exactly 120 years,
Okay.
I mean that's
I
a
didn't-
pretty good.
I don't know if you're gonna get hung up on that. No, it's yeah.
I'm saying that's pretty.
their days will be 100. I don't think we're getting
because no
much
one.
past
Because
that.
think in that time, who would have thought we'd be making it to even 120 years? I mean that's pretty much spot on. Because
Yeah.
Well, I
Because-
mean, this is limiting it. Like, what do you mean in that time?
Well, I don't like you're saying. I don't think he's saying no one will go past 120, but
Yeah.
that's like a good estimation. Like it'll be like in that range. It's
Well,
not
when-
going to be like much farther than that.
When
you know?
God said this, people were living 700, 800 years. When he said their life will be limited to 120, I mean,
No, but I'm saying okay, because this is Genesis.
Adam lived 800 years and had other sons. Adam lived a total of 930 years. Seth lived a total of 912 years. Enosh lived a total of 905 years. Canaan lived a total of 910 years.
Yeah, that's not really what I was.
But I'm saying that this is how long they were living.
I was more
Hundreds and
talking
hundreds of
specifically about because I didn't really Genesis, but I'm saying more when it comes to like in Jesus' time, for example.
Oh,
Like people were
okay.
only
no, yeah,
at
that was
most like a
200 years
rarity guy was like probably the rarest age is like the highest they could get to is like what 60 70 maybe?
Yeah, probably.
I mean-
no, you're not living long.
I mean people say John lived to like 87 or something crazy or like 89 or something.
I mean, they had, all
Yeah.
the Pharisees were probably old people, and the
Mhm.
Sadducees that Jesus was contending with. Maybe not super old, but I mean, isn't that crazy? Like here, all of Genesis 5 is just telling you how old people got.
Because I mean people didn't even live. I mean people didn't even get to like didn't really even get to 100 until what like fairly recently, right?
Yeah,
I mean for the most.
and that's why I mean, for scientists, this part of the Bible is, or like any normal rational person, I feel like this part of the Bible,
Yeah.
Genesis 5. I mean, every single person it's listing here lived at least 500 years. I mean, that's like there you go. There's the record right there.
Mhm.
Altogether, Methuselah lived a total of 969 years. Isn't that crazy?
Mhm.
I mean, that's hard.
But
And-
I'm just saying. It's, I don't even. honestly, I mean, I care, but I'm saying I don't really care so much about that part. I'm just saying it blows me away that like the whole 120 thing. Like even if it's not spot on, that's pretty remarkable to me. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
So that's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Dude, I didn't even know Noah was 500 years when he came in, well, like at the time of the flood.
Because when it comes to things like that, like you're saying 500 years, 900 years, like I don't even like, and that's an argument that say like people will use, like my grandpa or like atheists will use it. They'll say like the Bible's not based on science. It said people live to 900 years old.
Yeah,
and it's like the way I think about it is just like there's so many things that we're gonna be, even in the next 100 years, but think 1,000 years that we're gonna be able to do that you can't even fathom. So what's stopping God from being able to do that?
That's a great perspective.
Yeah,
and this is like, I mean, this is a time before times. Like Genesis 1 through like until after the flood. Really, I mean, this is
well
so long ago. It's like we have no way of knowing for sure that humans didn't live that long. Like we have, I mean, like that's a thing that keeps that, I guess, on the table, and that's how I can kind of cope with it. But yeah, you can't put a limit on God, obviously, like you're saying. And yeah, I mean, yeah, who knows? But I mean, I guess it does say right there though that we're not making it far past 120 years. So I mean, who knows what humans can do? But I don't think they're going to be able to live 900 years.
That's even more reason so why I should get to 120. Says it right there. Live by it.
Your verse is Genesis 6:3.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I'll say on my tomb Genesis 6:3. So.
There you go.
I should have that, like if I go back on Instagram or something, just have that in my bio like Genesis 6:3. That could be my verse.
I've always seen how people do that on Instagram, and I don't know, or like on social media. Like I've seen pictures of like someone's bio, and they all have like the verse and stuff. I don't know. I think that's cool, but
I think it's just
like,
cliche.
I know, that's what I was gonna say. I wanted to say something like that without being.
Oh man, it's funny.
A little cliche.
I was in my history class, and there was a girl. I'm not gonna name drop what the name was. She had like one of those like phone cases that has like the cross on it and then like a Bible verse on it. I forgot what it was. But like I read it off her phone case. And I said, without looking at your phone case,
nice.
What is the what is the verse of that of like that, or like what is the verse on your phone case? And she goes, and she thinks real hard, and she's looking at me, and she's like, I don't know.
I mean, it's not a bad idea at the end of the day. It's just the fact that it's so many people do it, and it seems so cliche that it almost feels like you're like trying to, I don't know. It's just.
I know what you're trying to say. No, people. Okay, Jesus literally said, "Do not like." I think this was in his Sermon on the Mount. I'm not entirely sure, but Jesus said that like when the Jews would practice fasting, that was a very common thing for them to do. Like if they wanted God's help or something, they would fast. But that was meant to be something between them and God. What the Pharisees would do is they would like make their like clench up their faces and say, "Oh, it's so hard this fast I'm doing. I'm so righteous. It's so hard." Like they would make it a thing for everyone else to be like, "Look how righteous they are. They're fasting." So yeah, Jesus is like, don't make your face somber or something like the Pharisees. Instead, fast in secret. Pray to the Lord in secret. Go into a closed room. Like it's not supposed to be for anyone else. You're not doing something for gratitude from anyone else.
Yeah.
So if she has the verse on her phone to just remind her of this verse, I mean, I don't see a problem with that. I mean, yeah, it's kind of funny when you can't memorize. But I have like my home screen is all these verses. I don't think I could recite every one. But it's like, yeah, it's. I mean, I should.
I think I would probably honestly, I'd probably do it now just because it'd be funny. Like if I put Genesis 6:3, just that verse, it would just be funny to have there.
120.
What?
120.
Oh, it's 120.
120 years old.
Oh, I don't know. I was
Genesis 6,
tripping.
120.
Yeah. No, yeah, I was like, I thought that he was saying the verse for a second.
No.
Yeah, that's a fire verse. So, what other verses do you like?
Do I like?
Yeah, personal favorites.
Personal favorites. This reminds me of that Trump interview when he's like,
Oh, yeah.
they say
He's
name
like, I
a
like
verse.
them all.
I don't want to at the moment. I feel like.
Or
no.
are you an Old
Have you-
Testament guy or a New Testament guy?
Both. Have you seen that? Do you know what I'm
I think I know what you're talking about.
But to be fair, it is a weird question.
I know,
But
yeah.
at the same time, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
It's a weird question, but we know that. You know the answer.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta pick the New Testament. Come on. Both. No, but yeah, I mean, there's verses for anything you could possibly be going through, prayer and petition. I mean, if you want, if you're like in need of anything from God, I like in every situation through prayer and petition, present your request to God, and the peace of God which transcends all hearts and minds will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. I like that one because I mean. That might also be a little cliche, stuff like that, but it's literally saying what's going to happen if you put peace and trust, your hope and trust in Jesus.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I know that there's countless that I can fall back on, but honestly, I've been slacking on memorization. That's a big part. To just be able to throw verses like that. I mean, that's a very powerful tool that I need to work on. But yeah, I mean, I have the whole book to keep going at. So yeah, they're all my favorites, I guess I could say. Pull a Trump.
Have you ever done like I think Psalm or just other passages in the Bible, have you ever used to like prayer, like an act of prayer? Yeah.
If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed deep in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your right hand, or even there you will come for me, your right hand will hold me fast. For I was formed in the, then it goes on to talk about like, I mean, have you heard the, like, you knit me together in my mother's womb? That's that song. So yeah, that's a great one. I love that.
Or I saw it, Isaiah, I saw you before you were in the I guess similar.
What, do you know what verse that is in Isaiah?
Bro, come on, bro.
No, sorry. I'm wondering, like, because I think that's from that song. I don't know if that's in Isaiah. I mean, it might be. I'm sure it might. No, I wasn't trying to.
I'm just saying
I'm
it's
just wondering.
similar.
Okay, yeah, I'm just. But that's 140. I mean, that's song.
Yeah, to me and Calvin, it sounded like you're just like.
Sorry, I
happy
wasn't.
or
No, I
something.
wasn't. No, I'm sorry. I was wondering because that's later on, and I can literally read it to you.
Oh my God.
I can read it to you this side. It's literally
Okay.
says, "You saw me in my mother's room." You might want to find that verse in Isaiah.
Yeah.
But
Bro.
sorry, I didn't know you didn't know it. But yeah, let's go on. I mean, what do you think about like meditation? Like how you used to do meditation? Like, would you just you used to just sit there, right, and not do prayer?
So I've heard that at least for I've seen a lot of videos saying at least for like Christians and stuff, it's almost better to like instead of rather than meditating and not thinking anything, it's better to do like affirmations and like think certain things. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I've kind of been trying to tell you that for a while,
Yeah.
and I'm glad you agreed on.
Because
that,
I don't know, but it's hard because it's like
I don't think
is
it's
it
not
really
valuable.
as like what a lot of them saying like it kind of seems maybe exaggeration where they'll say like meditation was created by Hindus to
No,
to like allow or no like meditation can allow it's just to allow like to empty your mind so demons can come into it. It's like I don't really know about
that's
that.
no, that's not. I
But
mean,
at the same
because
time, it's like,
if you're praying to some Hindu god, maybe that's Hindu. But if you're just sitting there like taking a minute to clear your thoughts and just rest, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I mean, what's your opinion on that, Gal?
On meditation?
On meditation.
So I mean, I'm not like a religious guy, but like my opinion on it, like I think it's doing meditation to be at peace and to just be like relaxed.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's an awesome thing to do. Like if you're into that and like you have I don't know like the time to do it. Like some meditation takes like a really long time to really master.
That's like that's like what a lot of the self-help like gurus kind of would go to is like, oh, you gotta meditate for 10 minutes right after you wake up. I mean, I don't.
Well, that's why I was kind of saying like I kind of had stopped doing it because it almost seemed like more of like a secular thing.
Oh,
That's
I
why.
mean, it is.
But would you say it's kind of like a similar thing to yoga too? I think that was more of like the Hindu thing I was talking about.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
Hindus
that might be
created
your.
yoga.
Yeah, well, yeah, yoga's. I don't know. There's some interesting stuff with yoga.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Christians don't.
Because they say, I mean, it might be a little bit of a stretch, but a lot of them say, like, a lot of Christians or whatever in videos, they'll say that those positions are meant to, like, give yourself to the Hindu gods or, like, to open yourself up to Hindu gods.
That might be what it started with. Yeah, I've heard stuff like
But-
their poses to Satan and all this crazy. I mean, I don't know if it's that far, but it's.
But at the same time, like,
might
am I not
start
gonna?
as-
Am I supposed to not stretch in
No,
a
that's-
certain position?
no.
No, I'm saying not. I gotta hear me. I'm saying not stretch in that specific position, like at all. Like I don't know.
I think it all goes back to your heart attitude.
Mhm.
I think. I mean, we're not in the Old Testament anymore. Like it's not in a situation where if we eat an animal with, whatever, like hooves or something. I forget what the rule was, but if we eat the wrong kind of animal, we're going to hell. Like that's not how that works, because of Jesus. So yeah, if you accidentally make the pose or whatever, you're doing it with a different heart, then it's not. So I don't think it's a bad thing.
What's your opinion on that, Calvin?
What, like the whole yoga thing?
Yeah.
Yoga.
Have you ever done yoga?
I can't even remember. I think
They had us do it in like I think 4th grade in like elementary school. We'd be doing it.
I think I did yoga like once.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like my favorite thing.
I mean,
Like it was, I don't find any benefits in yoga.
yeah. For
Like
Well, I
if
just
you
see it almost seems like another word for stretching, just in a different.
That's
way.
what I was thinking. Like
Mhm.
I
I'd
think
rather
yoga,
just stretch.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
don't
yoga
know.
is just like if I'm like about to work out, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of yoga before I work out. I'm
I'm
saying, oh
stretching.
yeah, I'm gonna stretch before I work out. Like I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Speaking of stretching before you work out, what's your opinion on stretching before you work out? Wait, why did I just say that?
W host.
No, okay. So I actually wanted to talk about. So yeah, like,
you want to let me answer?
hold on. I was gonna say so.
Oh my.
When it comes to stretching before you work out, I think it's interesting how a lot of coaches will do it, where they'll have you do like static stretches for like 10-15 minutes before the workout. It's like I don't really think that's the way to do it. I think maybe at most like a 5-10 maybe 10 minutes, like a dynamic stretch before you do like an intense workout. But then after that, that's when you do the static stretch, because when you do the static stretch before your workouts, like, which is pretty much just normal stretches, like all track coaches or whatever, they always have us do that, like, well, our hand touching our toes and all that crazy stuff. And so it's just, just the other ones, like where your knee on the ground, you're like going back, all that stuff. And I think, yeah, you definitely can take a strength hit, especially if you did that before like a lifting workout. It's better after, because it's actually, I don't know, I kind of lost what I was saying, but what do you have to say about that?
No, yeah, I think it's, well, obviously you want to warm up. I mean, there's no doubt that warming up before exercising helps prevent injury. I mean, I think you have a way less chance of getting injured during a workout if you're warmed up before it. Because if you just go to bench like 225 before you've even done anything, you're just going in cold. Like that's not the best
Well,
idea.
at most, if anything, I think you've seen, I don't do it as much anymore, but when I would stretch before workouts, I'd just like flail my arms, go like that, you know.
I mean,
a better way to go about it.
You could warm up with a lightweight, like doing a lightweight more. I mean, I think that's fine. But the key, like you said, especially after something like cardio, like track or wrestling. I mean, you want to stretch out after that because that's how you can really risk injury.
Well,
if you get stretching after,
I don't. Well, the interesting thing is I don't actually, because they make us do it before practice. That's what's annoying. Like I wish they scheduled at the end of practice, and the cool thing about it too is I think stretching after any workout, especially like lifting, is actually what helps prevent soreness. Whereas when you stretch before, it doesn't really help prevent soreness as much. Like it can actually make you a lot less sore.
Well, yeah, I mean, in some cases where it's like dancers, I mean, they're like my mom was a ballerina. I mean, they're stretching all the time, and like I think that makes sense to do it before because you gotta be super flexible. Like, you got to be able to kick your leg up to your head and all this. I mean, like, that makes sense. But after a workout, like after practice or something, and when you stretch, bro, this guy's baiting me to look at it. I can't. I'm sorry. That's so annoying.
Okay, what was
when you're done with the workout, and like when that's the point where your muscles are most tense and all, that's the best time to stretch out. I feel like. I mean, that's to prevent injury later on. I've known that when I don't do that. I mean, I've seen when I don't stretch after, it gets kind of sketchy the next practice.
Yeah. Well, so you actually do stretch after practice?
As much as I can. I like
It's
you said, they don't do it. They don't schedule it, so I have to just do it on my own, which is harder.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot to actually like do it, especially when the group is not doing it.
Mm-hmm. Do you do marching band stretches? Do they have those?
Yeah, well, I mean, we always do it before, never after.
Yeah.
There's not they never say anything about after. But like I have this ankle injury, like this. It's called Achilles tendonitis. It's with your Achilles tendon, and it basically just gets super inflamed when you work it too much. So like when you run, even walking just like messes it up. And so like I have to keep stretching it. So there's been multiple times when like during rehearsal, like I've had to sit down and just stretch it for like 10 minutes just to like get it back to where it was. But like when I'm about to work out, like I'll always run a little bit, and then I'll just do like a quick like arm stretch, and I'll just do whatever I do.
Cool.
So you've been working out, like where do you work out?
At my house there's like a little gym.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Is it better or worse than mine? Have you seen mine at all? No.
I've seen yours.
Yeah.
Mine's definitely worse.
It's
It's like that one machine that has like everything, and then
like a power rack kind of?
yeah, and then there's like just like a little bench, and then a treadmill.
So I mean that looks probably more. That sounds more stacked than what I have. Would you say it's just the quality of it then, or what? Like,
yeah, I mean
that sounds good.
But like you have a lot of space. Like you have a lot of stuff. Like in general, like I would want that. Like I would want just like a lot of space to do more stuff.
Yeah.
Is this in your house, like in some room?
Well, I mean, you see, it's like a condo, right?
Okay. So like, because there's not like a dedicated. I know like where you live, there's not like a dedicated like place to work out. It's not like a gym.
No, it is.
It's
like a gym.
Oh, like a separate building.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. But do you have to share with other people?
Nobody works.
Okay, all right. That's not horrible.
Yeah. Like it's not like the worst thing ever, but like, I don't know. I'd much rather. I don't know. I was gonna say I'd much rather work out like Planet Fitness or something, just like, cause it's like an actual gym instead of just like a.
Wait, so but it's like in like an apartment gym or something.
Yes.
I would say that if anything would be better than Planet Fitness, especially because you gotta. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I probably wouldn't care that much just worrying about like all the other people there, but Planet Fitness is Planet Fitness. Like I don't know. How much.
Yeah, but like.
And there's literally only like there's no machines there. Like that's why Planet Fitness will always be even. I don't care if it's the cheapest gym. Obviously, it's like the cheapest compared to all the other gyms, more affordable and stuff. But the main thing that makes it the F tier for me is that there's no barbells. You're not you're always going to be better off doing free weights and stuff compared to.
Oh, but they got 1 million treadmills though.
I mean, yeah, they're good for cardio machines for sure.
Bro,
but if you want to lift there, that's not.
It's almost like they do that on purpose. Like they put all the treadmills right in the front, and then all the like actual good stuff is in the back. Like, I don't know.
Well, they're geared towards getting. I know Alex Hormozi has like talked about it a bajillion times, but he said like how Planet Fitness is genius because they get these like hundreds of thousands of members, or like I don't know if it's that much, but they get like a ton for their just one location that they know none of them, like 99% of them aren't going to use it. They gear it towards people who aren't really going to work out, which is a lot of the people who just use treadmills. So that's why they put all the treadmills in the front, right? And those people who just strictly do cardio, like maybe once a month or something, are going to be less inclined to use the gym. So that's the whole thing.
That's genius.
Yeah.
From a marketing standpoint, but you're not doing any good. Like, that's messed up.
If I owned a gym, I'd rather do good.
I know exactly. Like why? I mean,
like I'd help people.
Dude, they're making
get
money
fit,
anyway, bro. Like get rid of all the treadmills. People will still go. I mean, but then they'll go and be healthy. Like instead of, and you know
Yeah,
they do the
yeah,
the
gold-
food, like they give you like pizza there and stuff. Like they do
Yeah,
it like
pizza
once a
and
month.
bagels.
Oh my gosh, it's
What
great.
they do?
Yeah, like once a month they'll do like at Planet Fitness. They'll bring in a ton of pizza and stuff. It's
But
like
they
a
can't.
cheat day.
But they can't have barbells.
Yeah, that's great.
or you can't grunt once.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then they'll sound out
Oh,
the
that's-
Oh,
alarm.
yeah.
Sound off.
Dude.
Or they could just bring in like, spend that money on protein powder or something else, bro, not pizza. Something good.
Yeah, Gold's Gym's not gonna make any less money by having barbells in their gym, like, or just.
I've been wanting to go to Gold's. Is it good?
I heard it's sick. Yeah, it looks sick. Every time I go buy one, it's like they always look cool. I don't know.
The old school bodybuilding gym.
Tom Platz was offered like I think like 20,000 for half of Gold's Gym, and then he wanted to buy this new car, and it was like one of his biggest regrets. Pretty much. He bought the car so,
Oh my.
for 50% of Gold.
Yeah, that's not a.
And
That's
now
real?
Tom Platz, well, yeah, and now Tom Platz, he's not even like, he's probably just getting by. Like he doesn't really have money like that, you know. Like he's like, I don't know. If I had to guess, his net worth might be like 1 million at most, like around there, if anything. And
Just
that could
getting
even
by.
be a stretch. Like like he's not rich by any means, so it was definitely a big mistake.
Yeah.
You hear that, Tom Platz? Zach is calling you out on his podcast.
I want to hit legs with Tom Platz.
Bro, but you just said he's too. Never mind.
Only thing I might not
Poor.
agree. Only thing I might not agree with, especially as a natural, is 10 sets per exercise and like 60
Kill me!
exercise.
Kill me! Kick me in the face!
And going to failure every single set for 10 sets
Who is that
and
guy?
5 different
Yeah,
exercises.
no, that's good.
It's like, especially if you're not on steroids, you're gonna like get injured or something from doing all that. Like you're just
Dude,
done.
that's a legendary video, though.
Yeah,
The
for
one
sure.
where it's dude,
With
who-
the leg extension.
Yeah, when he's like right in front of him, he's like, "Just one more, kick me in the face, come on."
Yeah. But I mean, you could look at like Lee Priest, for example. He'll go. There's videos of him like training and stuff. You're hitting biceps or whatever, and he's leaving like 5 reps in reserve. Like you don't have to go as hard as Tom Platz to make gains. And if anything, it could deteriorate your body doing
Proves
that.
he's a beast, though.
Yeah.
Tom Platz is a beast.
Yeah. All right, I think we're doing number 2. Let's see. All right, I think we're still good. Dude, when you on episode 8, when you and Bryson were just like, all right, I think that's 5. Bro.
Dude, he went up like, it must have been like 6 times, dude.
Yeah. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? You're like, oh,
Bro,
yeah.
they took his chair and they hit his chair after he went up one time. That was because
Yeah.
Easton was there, though. I mean, it was Easton.
Because they wanted water, and so I went and
Oh, that was
water.
pretty cruel, actually. Like, you went and got them water, and then when you come back, your chair's gone.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I did all that just
They
for
put
you
it
guys
in
to do
Bryson's truck, dude.
that.
They
Yeah.
like hit it in Bryson's truck. Do you remember Bryson?
I remember Bryson.
Yeah.
Of course he knows right.
I remember
I
all
didn't
of them.
say does he know Bryson.
Well, yeah,
I said
yeah.
does he remember.
Yeah.
Because I mean.
Do you have Andy and Randy? You had Andy. Did you have Andy or Randy?
Andy
You had
and
both.
Randy.
You had
Well,
both,
Randy was on the side. That's why. I don't know why. I didn't. For
okay.
some reason, I didn't get him in the whole frame. I think because he wanted to just sit on the floor. So I was like, whatever. He was like, in like one of the first things he said, he was like, I hate seeing Zach's face. I was like, "Yeah." Okay.
God.
And I had asked him. I asked him if he had wanted to come on again. I mean, he didn't. He doesn't want to. So for whatever reason, they're just like weird. Like Andy. Yeah. I mean, Andy didn't even say anything, and then Randy, he just responded. He's like, no. So I don't know. They're weird like that, I guess.
Yeah, they're big volleyball now, right? They're
Ben doing volleyball, bro. You remember when that got like crazy popular in 8th grade? That
all
was-
from
that was-
Mr.
that was
Bob, bro.
annoying.
Mr.
So
Bob was
Julian
like,
Demendoza's
They-
crash
they-
outs.
What?
That's him and Andy are all of them. They'd be like
Oh.
crashing out.
When anyone else tried to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
oh, I remember that. That was.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Matthias.
Yeah, volleyball's fun. I was thinking about doing it
Really?
next year.
Actually?
Yeah, because it's a 1 semester sport.
But hold on, I was saying like, I saw like for example, I saw Matthias like I think a couple months ago or whatever at a track meet, and it'd be like the same thing. Like, I mean, you guys were probably around the same height, like around in middle school. Last time I'd seen you guys mainly.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It was a little
it's just
fun.
like, but picture. I'm trying to get you to understand like my reaction. Like, imagine I walk I open the door, Matthias comes here. He's like 6'3". I'm like, what? Like he's gonna look like an entire different person. You know?
Yeah.
Cause he was just the same height. Like he was like 5'7" or whatever. He looked normal when I saw him. He didn't look.
Yeah, I remember in middle school. I think he was taller than me in middle school.
Dang.
Yeah. And then I had like a crazy growth spurt. I think.
When was the growth spurt?
The growth spurt I think was
probably like the
I think it was like
freshman year.
Yeah, like
freshman year. No, it was before that.
No, because I saw him. I saw him like probably October, November in a marching band thing, and he was not. He was like maybe at most 5'8" or 5'9". He was not.
Well, I had a growth spurt like 8
but it was
to
nowhere
9,
near whatever you
but
had.
It was
recently.
nowhere.
Yeah.
It was like I think
he had something crazier recently.
It definitely happened. Like it definitely got crazy.
So sometime between November and now he got it, right? Would you know for sure, like when or what? Or you just didn't pay attention?
He needs the
I wasn't really
He
paying
didn't-
attention.
What month is optimal for growth?
Oh yeah, imagine. Yeah. Well, probably the summer because you're getting the most sun. My aunt asked me if I'm a flower when I told her I'm gonna get more sun to grow taller.
Are you a flower?
I don't know.
There's only one way to find out now.
So what made you
I'm not
consider
those-
joining volleyball? Like what's making you?
You're 6'3", bro.
Well, yeah, I'm tall.
Yeah,
I
mean-
love the sport. Like I love volleyball.
Yeah.
You know,
Then I mean,
CSULB, their team is
I can't relate.
cracked. They had Nikolov on there, he's a crazy volleyball player. I met him when he was my age. So like I don't know.
really?
A while ago, yeah. He's from like Russia. He's some like freak of a human. He's huge, and he was the #1 volleyball player in the world this year.
Wow.
And
That's crazy.
yeah, he's a really cool guy. And my dad works at the college, so
Oh really? Oh that's.
I get.
Oh that's how you met him, or
Who?
how'd you, this guy? you're talking
Nikolov.
about? Not your dad.
I was like,
That's
well, my
not your
dad.
That's how you met Nikolov.
I met him. I think he was just
That
there.
reminded me of something else saying.
Okay.
I'll let him say it.
I think he was just there. I was at a before party. Like a before party? Is that even a word?
There's an after party, so that
yeah.
makes
So I
sense.
guess like a before party with the volleyball team. And the coach. I was with them, and Nikolov was there also, just kind of spectating.
Oh right, because he was your age. That's
Yes.
right, yeah. Okay. That's crazy.
And then this year he
Popped off.
He went crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why. Noah's saying like that's how you met your dad. It reminded me of I don't know if you guys ever seen that Shark Tank clip, but where this guy, he's doing a pitch and he's like talking about. He said my wife's father-in-law.
Oh, dude, I just saw that like yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was
you
so
mean
funny.
your dad?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, I
My-
just saw
wait,
that.
Bro.
My wife's father-in-law's. Wait. How
Yeah,
did
he
I
must
just-
not-
wife's
he must not-
father-in-law.
Oh
He
yeah,
said-
just that's what it
He
was.
said he owned he helped him with the business or something.
My wife's
Or
father.
he owned some business.
What was it? What was the
Yeah,
product?
it was that he owned
Wait.
some like company or something.
I'm gonna find it right now. Was it
But it's
a-
like he must not like his
Said-
dad or something.
Calling
It's
it
just
my
like,
wife's
it's my
father.
wife-
Showing
my
your
wife's
dad.
father-in-law.
Oh, and then he was like, "Yeah, I guess you're right." He's like,
Bro,
I'm gonna find it like right now.
he obviously does not like his dad very much or something.
Mhm.
But I don't know.
Dude, why are you pulling your scalp back?
I don't know. Look at her little cute face.
Imagine if someone did that to you, just pulled all your hair like back.
I do that to my dog.
I actually wouldn't mind. If
I found it. Oh my god, I'm getting slopped.
play it like full volume.
Gaming lately at manufacturing facility in Romania.
Yeah, so
Oh,
my
yeah,
wife's
this is it.
father-in-law owns a precision parts manufacturing company. He had a lot of extra square footage in his
Do you
factory.
trust them? You have a relationship.
is your dad.
Yep.
Wait,
Bro,
okay, wait, I'm
okay.
trying to see what he was selling.
I don't know.
It's something about
It doesn't matter.
Brazilian, Brazil. What? What is this, bro? It's like performance. What?
Performance enhancements.
Oh, dude, it literally looks like a.
Bro made that up.
Performance enhancement.
You said performance enhancements. That's what you said.
No, he didn't.
I
Yes,
did
you
not.
did.
No, I
He
didn't.
didn't.
Yeah,
No, he didn't.
You said performance
2 against 1, bro.
enhancements.
2 against 1.
Brazin? What is Brazin? That
Sienna,
sounds
so it's 2
horrible.
against 2.
Sienna's with me.
Huh?
Sienna's with me.
But, like, I own her.
So
Formans. Oh, dude, is it like a? Oh, okay. Here we go. I found it. I found like the website for them.
let's go. Let's go.
Bro, like,
rabbit hole.
you want to buy their product or something?
Wait, let's
Well, I don't
see.
know what it is. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Their
BrazinLife.com.
Brazin life.
Oh my!
Dude, all their
It's a foam roller.
all the stuff on Shark Tank is just like drop shit.
Oh wait, they got like hold on,
Foam roller.
they got
You
other
should-
stuff. They have a massage gun.
You should put, like, on his website, like, the dad's company or whatever, you should just put, like,
Dude, he has as seen on TV on here. Oh my god,
Shark
they have a
Tank
bench.
makes him famous. Hey, that doesn't look that good.
Dude, they have like a.
What is
It's
so
like
what
a
is this? So what is their whole thing?
It's like a better
Oh, what?
performance life.
All right, yeah.
Like, it's pretty.
As long as we got the wife's father-in-law.
Yeah. Like. Oh my
He should
god, they
put-
have like
he
the
should put on the
screenshot.
dad should put on his company's website, he should put, like, my daughter-in-law's father-in-law. Or from my daughter-in-law's father-in-law.
Look, they have like the screenshot, like the as seen on Shark Tank screenshot.
Caused a feeding frenzy.
Bro.
That is hilarious. Did anybody buy it?
I don't know.
Probably just from that joke, yeah. Well, that's probably giving them more publicity.
Probably, yeah.
Well, that's actually a genius move. He probably did that on purpose so it'd be in a viral clip on TikTok.
Probably not.
Probably.
Probably not.
But it'd be a good idea, I guess. A good plan. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. The Sharks might say like, oh, I don't know, like that was
Bad pitch.
that was a bad pitch because you messed
You
up.
don't know
on
who
that.
your Barbara. You don't know who your dad is, so for that reason, I'm out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You never know. What do you think was like the? Give me your top 3 best Shark Tank pitches.
Ring doorbell.
Ring doorbell. They didn't even, bro. They
Yeah,
didn't
I
buy
mean, you
it
could
though.
just say
But
the-
it is the most
the big-
successful
I mean, the
thing
big-
they've been on
Yeah.
Shark
You
Tank.
say the big 3 are like Scrub Daddy, Ring, and then that one
Oh, yeah.
where that one thing they play at the beach. What's it called? Like the
Oh.
something ball.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
Spike ball.
Spike ball. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
those are the big 3.
Spike ball is. Have you played Spike ball?
Mhm.
Spike ball is great. Have you
I
played
played,
Spike ball?
yeah.
Spike ball is a great game. That is.
Mhm. So wait, they invented it on Shark Tank? That wasn't
Well,
a game before?
No, they can't. They came in on Shark Tank.
Yeah, they came in on Shark
That's
Tank.
not
No,
what
I-
I'm
not
saying.
what
That's
I
what
mean. Sorry,
publicized.
That's not what
yeah.
I mean. Publicized?
Yeah. That's
yeah,
what
like
you're
that's
asking,
what
right?
like made
No,
it.
not,
That's
no,
why-
like, did that company, the whatever company that went on Shark Tank, they invented the
Yeah,
game
yeah,
of Spike
yeah.
Ball? Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I see that everywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I actually didn't know what it was until I saw the Shark Tank thing for some reason.
Yeah, Spike ball is. I played it recently.
Or actually,
Yeah,
I'd
it's
probably
fun.
seen it. I
It's
just
a
didn't
fun
know what it was. Yeah.
It's a fun game. Like it's hard.
It's kind of crazy, yeah. Because every time, or I guess I've only played it like once or twice, but every time I like went up to hit it, it's like, or like to grab the ball, it's like hard to change the direction of the ball without
Yeah,
losing
no, and,
control
like,
of where it's going.
There's some crazy like Spike ball highlights on
Oh, I'm sure.
YouTube, and like people are jumping and somersaulting, like
diving,
like,
like sacrificing their
10
face on
feet
the
in
ground.
front of them. Like I don't understand it. And there's
Yeah.
like actual tournaments.
What are you doing? Look at our host.
Yeah, look at our host right now, guys. This is.
Gosh. He took my football away, but he gets to keep the dog. That's great.
Yeah.
What's it called? Have you guys played pickleball?
Pickleball. I've never played.
Yeah.
Pickleball is
yeah,
a great
I played
game.
it. I played it. Yeah.
Pickleball is no. You should play pickleball.
I played it with my brother before.
Pickleball is
Oh, really?
great.
Really?
You never played
Like, this
pickleball?
looks like less cool tennis. I'm sorry.
No, it's way cooler.
Well, it is
than
definitely.
it's- yeah.
No, I would actually disagree. I think it definitely is like the exact. Badminton, pickleball, and tennis all seem like the exact same.
Badminton's a little crazier.
Badminton's
Because badminton, you can't. It's not like you're volleying it, or it's not like you're.
No, you're volleying.
I know. Sorry, it's not like you're. Because you don't hit it on the ground and it bounces back up. Like
No.
tennis, you don't. You don't. do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I do see what he's saying because like pickleball, it is just like, it's like tennis but different. That's all.
But
it
like,
is.
have you seen the really good people play pickleball?
No, I've never seen anybody
Like,
play pickleball.
when they play, like it's not.
squash?
They're right in front of the net and they're hitting it back and
Oh, really?
forth, and it's
that
crazy.
one clip of tennis on the Wii And they're like,
That's
"Oh,
exactly what it's like. No, that's exactly what.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. That is what professional pickleball is like.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it's not really. Essentially, it's not really much different from tennis, though. At the same time, I mean, it's just a different bracket, I think, right? And then other than that,
the aerodynamics of the ball are cooked. Like
Yeah, I feel like it'd be so weird.
when you
it's just a
hit
different
it, like,
racket and ball.
the ball dies out super quickly. So like
It's just
you
not as
don't-
far. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
You don't need to hit speed of a court.
that's why a lot of like older people play it because it's less work to really get to the ball.
Yeah.
That's why I like playing it because then like I can beat all those old people and like just win.
What's the tennis team like at Milliken?
I don't know.
You don't.
What do you mean? What? Like, are they good?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about the tennis team.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think they're okay. You know Adrian Torres?
What?
Asian Torres.
Adrian Torres.
Adrian.
Oh, Asian.
I know. I
Adrian
love
Torres.
heard Asian too.
Asian,
What?
Asian Torres.
I heard that too. No, but
Adrian
yeah.
Torres.
Is he on it?
He's on it, or he was on. I don't know if he's still on it. I think he was captain last year.
Wow.
As a freshman.
Shoot. Yeah, tennis is. I mean, that's a hard sport.
Yeah.
Like, that's definitely an interesting thing. I mean, like, I can respect it, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could definitely respect that.
I just, I don't know. I mainly know tennis because so I don't know. There's
No, I
there's a
don't.
lot.
I don't know.
I'd say the girls are definitely cool in tennis. I guess that's all.
That's why he. That's what he was asking. Like, I knew
Yeah,
that's what he was
that's
asking. I
what
was just
he
trying to
was
get
going
around it.
for.
Yeah.
Like, the second he said, "How's the tennis team at Milliken?" I knew exactly where he was going. I was just like, that's
I mean,
why I had to
'cause-
clarify.
but I
like,
mean,
are they good or what?
But to me, I mean, it's the. I mean, yeah.
No, bro.
I mean,
God.
they always
Oh,
be bad.
man.
Dude, you should see badminton. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude.
I only know one dude who's on the badminton team.
Who?
You know Caleb? Caleb Slabinski. Whatever his name is. He's on badminton, isn't
I
he?
don't know who that is.
You don't know?
Caleb?
He's in Compass. He's got glasses. He's got a middle part.
Caleb Bradfield.
He doesn't have glasses.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I know one person.
One person on badminton?
Yeah. Or was.
Who?
Olivia.
Oh, duh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah. And then like,
I know two.
who's the
Never
Blue
mind.
Jazz drummer? Or Blue Jazz bass? Max? You know
Oh,
what I'm talking about?
the
The super huge kid?
he's like tall and big.
Yeah, the Peter Griffin.
Big in a good way. Peter Griffin.
Dude, he looks like Peter Griffin,
Yo.
does not like Peter Griffin.
You're right. What the? He's got
on
longer hair than Peter.
He's on the badminton team.
It's because he always wears those glasses.
Yeah.
It's not Peter Griffin. Dang, that's a unit on badminton. Shoot.
Yeah, bro. Like, and he gets mad. Like he
Sure.
is. He's crashed out a couple times. And
Was Olivia, or is she good at badminton? Or
she
just
was
likes it?
number 3 in the district,
Wow.
or
district?
number 2 in the district. And-
Dang, that's awesome.
Or was
Yeah.
it something like that? She was high up there. She
Cool.
was. Yeah, she was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. Badminton, I didn't even know existed until I got to high school, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? You've
Like,
never
it's
seen
such
those?
an
You've never seen those
irrelevant
birdies?
sport.
That's not. I mean,
I don't know.
the birdies. You never seen those birdies?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
I
them.
don't even. Are you talking about? That
Birdie.
sounds like golf. like I didn't think of birdie. I'm thinking of golf.
No, dude,
bro.
the,
That's
like, the
what
little,
they're called.
the
What they
little, like,
hit, it's called a
cones.
birdie.
Oh.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
What do you think is like the dumbest sport? Like
Squash.
most boring sport? Like
No, dude.
Squash.
If you're gonna be rich, you gotta know how to play squash.
Oh yeah.
squash.
Apparently Trump played squash in college. Actually.
No, that's honestly a crazy sport. I don't think that's an irrelevant
Oh, yeah.
What do you think is like
or dumb. You said
boring
dumb.
sport?
Dude, squash isn't boring either. You're fighting for your life within that room, dude. You're trapped in a room. And it's just,
I don't even know how you play squash. I don't even know what the
Have
game
you
is.
seen? Okay, this is gonna be so out there. There's like this. I don't know if it's like a Southeast Asian or something sport. I don't know where it's from, but they have these huge like curved like glove hooks.
Oh,
You know
dude,
what I'm
and they
talking-
like
yes, the ball
flip
goes
it, yeah,
crazy
cricket.
fast.
They're talking about cricket.
Not talking
No.
about cricket.
Oh.
They go super fast, and it's like
I
yeah,
know
fine. It's
exactly.
got a weird name. I don't know what it is, but and they the balls go like crazy
with
fast.
like what
I don't
sport
know,
with like
curved glove.
like a
This might be a
like
question for
like
a
hook
not just
glove,
Wait, what? Squash?
hooked glove and
Cricket.
ball
Cricket has a
that
curved-
you
No,
play
I don't know.
like racket.
It's just like a different
That's
version
exactly
of baseball.
what it is.
Yeah,
That's all a cricket is.
but it's got those.
What do you think about baseball?
Huh?
What do you think about baseball?
Apparently, people are saying that it's going to be passed by the WNBA in 2050. There's like something
that
saying
is not
that.
America's
Bro,
pastime
what?
anymore. That is not
Yeah.
America's pastime. Football.
Yeah. Well, that changed in like 1920 or 30 or something like really early on. I think.
What changed?
Like
America's pastime.
Well, I'm saying.
Oh, I found it.
Well, oh,
Yeah.
but
I don't want to try to pronounce it though, because I'm.
Wait, let me
no,
see.
I'm saying like when football passed baseball, pretty much. It was,
I don't.
like,
That
really
was in
early.
the 20s.
Only.
Well,
It's
no.
not the 20s.
Okay, maybe like 50s then. I guess.
I would say probably later even.
No.
Baseball was still done.
Actually,
baseball was
Because
football
I
was even
think
around.
because I think I looked it up. No. Football was invented like late 1800s. That's why.
Yeah, but the NFL wasn't around until.
It got pretty popular pretty fast. That's why. But that's something. That's another
But the
topic.
first Super Bowl was like the 50s.
No, but there was.
I know there was
NFL
other stuff
championships
before that. Yeah, but
it was still
but
pretty
I would-
big.
I
It
would
was still
say,
really
I
big
guess-
before the Super Bowl.
I guess 50s makes sense.
It's like called
Not bigger
Jai
than
or
50s.
something like that.
But I don't know. I think I looked it up. It said something about 20s or 30s. I don't know if that's
Dude,
true or not.
It didn't pass baseball until later than that.
At least it was still really popular
Yeah.
once it got to 20s. And
Yeah.
30s.
Okay.
But by America's pastime.
Yeah, this thing, crazy, and they're made out of like.
What's it called?
Jailai or something like that. Like Jaialai.
And what's the objective?
I don't even know, dude.
Yeah, who knows?
But like,
But I gotta be kind of like squash. They're thrown at the wall.
yeah, it's like.
Do you know where that's from? I think I said Southeast Asia. That could totally be
Yeah.
wrong.
Well, Southeast
Not
Asia.
Southeast
That's why.
Asia,
That's why I was
Southern
thinking.
Asia.
That's why I was thinking of in cricket when you said Southeast Asia. But no, something interesting though with what I was saying, like especially with when it comes to football, like early, like say
Spain.
1910s.
Spain. I was so off.
Yeah.
Gosh.
You-
My bad.
you were way
My
off.
bad. Wait,
Yeah.
that's where it's from though? That's where it originated?
Yeah.
Maybe it's
called-
more popular or something.
Yeah, it's probably
it's
got
in the
much
Western
popular.
Hemisphere. Jailai.
Jailai, that's what it's
Jailai, yeah.
That's
Was given to the game. Wait, what? The Basque Mary Festival. What does it mean, dude? Basque Mary Festival. Was given to the game when it
Jailai.
was imported in Cuba in 1900.
Whoa. Yeah, that's not
This is
anything
weird.
to do with
Oh,
it.
originated Spain and France. So yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
So
I don't know what
So you
about
said
that.
like 5 different countries. What is it? Like I don't know.
it's like
It's
Spain
not
and
Asia.
France.
Not Southeast Asia.
Yeah, definitely not.
I
Well,
don't know
something-
what made me think that.
I was saying something about it's really interesting. I was talking about football like early in the 20th century, in 1900s. It's interesting. Back then, they had like the same, essentially like a lot of the same positions, like linemen and all that stuff. They had pretty much the same positions. It's just that back then, 100 years ago, the linemen were like linebacker sized, and then now, 100 years later, we have like linemen are like ultra sized humans now. We have like
Well, back then they didn't have any of the
super
protection either. I mean, it was all like,
Yeah.
they didn't have any of the stuff that it's like today. It was way more
But
dangerous.
Then a good question to ask though would honestly be like, I almost wonder if it'd be safer to play with people who are at most linebacker size without as much of the protection and stuff as you were saying, or if it'd be safer to play with people who are like 300-400 pounds. like they do
Definitely
now.
definitely now. Are you
Do
kidding?
you think so?
You're saying is it safer to play as they do now, or
Well, I mean,
did
just
they,
look at-
or
I
as
mean,
they
just-
did in the 90s?
Well, I mean,
Or-
just look at 7-on-7s. They have less protection, and well, I guess you can't really tackle, but.
Yeah,
But
that's,
still, yeah, that's a big. But no, but it's interesting. But it's interesting though. My neighbor who like moved away or whatever, he was saying because he said he's a rugby coach and surf coach, and
Oh yeah.
and
that's
he
a good-
said the one who said he got pictures flying off the walls or whatever. He said that that rugby. I mean maybe he's biased obviously because he's a rugby coach, but he says that rugby's actually safer than football because without the pads, like you have to hit a different way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Like rugby, they don't do any pads at all. They're just like.
So he's
normal.
saying like it's safer without the pads because I think
Well, and
the
they have way
idea-
more rules on how you can't head-on-head collisions, or
Yeah.
like, there's no way that you're gonna do that
Well,
without
I think-
a helmet. I mean,
Well,
that'd be
I
crazy.
think I looked it up. I think a lot of it has to do with pads. There's less injuries, there's like technically less total injuries, but the injuries are more
Worse.
severe.
Because you
They're a lot
feel
more
invincible, and it's over time too. You get
Yeah.
concussions over time because you're still getting blunt force trauma or whatever it's called.
Or it could have been the other way around. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But I think that's right.
That would make sense because you're encouraged to hit each other more with pads.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. That's why football. I mean.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, without in rugby, I don't think they're encouraged to go head on head. Like, yeah.
Rugby's almost more like wrestling, like in a few ways.
It's like muddy wrestling with a ball.
Yeah, with a ball. It's like wrestling with a ball. Like that's.
But it's funny
how they start too in that whole huge huddle. Have you seen that rugby? Like you know what I'm talking
I
about?
think I know what you're
Joe
talking
Rogan
about.
talked about that.
That's crazy.
He's saying it's like imagine how much testosterone those dudes have. They're like all huddled together, hoopa, hoopa, hoopa. They're doing this like weird thing. But no, it's funny. Like we were talking about that, and it's like how it could actually be like safer than football. Right? I mean, the idea of that though. I've talked to a couple other guys in football or whatever. Like how rugby might actually be safer. I don't know. I think most people when they hear that, they're just like, nah, there's no way. Just because the whole pads thing. I mean, I guess it just feels safer probably.
And with pads.
Yeah.
Zach, have you tried smelling salts?
No, I haven't.
I
Maybe
want
if
some.
I'm going
should
for
we
like
bring
four-
some next time.
If I'm
Dude, I
going
want
for
to
like,
try some. Like, I want to buy some and just bring
yeah.
it to school and just get a bunch of people to try them.
Have you seen the videos where it's like someone's pretending to go around offering like a cologne or something, but it's smelling salts?
Oh my!
Here, taste it. Smell this new cologne.
Or fart spray. Or like they try
Oh my
and it's
God,
like fart
there was,
spray or something. Have you seen that?
I've seen something like
This
that.
is way
There
worse.
was a. Oh my
You
god.
sure you can try and find it?
I could try to.
It's like he puts it right under his nose. It's like he has his nose in the thing, and he tells him it's cologne or something.
why
He has a
is that-
seizure.
Why does that remind me of the video of the guy who, when he was going for a PR and his friend just, bro, I think you know what I'm talking
I
about.
don't know what
Or
you're.
his friend just like sat down. You know, have you seen that?
I found. Wait.
Where he pulled his pants down and just like rubbed it in his face.
Oh, I found it.
Bro, that's like the worst video ever, bro. That's the worst.
Oh my god.
Cologne brand, and I was wondering if you could just smell it and rate it like 1 through 10. What you think? Yeah, just like rate it.
Modeled after any particular scent?
No, I just
Smelling salt scent.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to label nitrate you.
I've seen the fart one too.
It's like Kai, bro. I hate that guy. Like, okay, bro, I feel like some of these are just like
That's
slop reactions.
Get off the doom scrolling, buddy.
chill, buddy.
Like, hold on, let's see how much. How much are smelling salts? I might buy some right now. Smelling salts.
Chill out. He's
Bro.
just smelling salt. Zach's fiending, bro.
Come on,
He sees
Zach.
the phone.
Alright,
You
hold on.
should take it from.
Zach, I'll get you some smelling salts.
I wonder how much. That's actually.
I would
a good
actually
question.
try it if
How
you
much
got
do
it.
they?
Dude, they're like $30.
Mm.
Okay, here's one for like 20.
That's
Is that good or? Oh,
That's
yeah.
no, that's cheap. I thought they'd be like 60 or
No
something.
way, bro. I thought they'd be like 10. Like
Oh,
15.
really?
Yeah.
So
But
why?
how do you get those?
Yo,
Why
am I
do you
gonna
get
look
smelling
like this if
salts?
I smell them?
Yes.
Am I-
How do you make smelling salts?
So it's so overrated.
I
'cause
heard it just smells like cat pee.
I feel like it's so overrated over
I
time.
don't
Like
know what that smells
when they're talking about like
Am I gonna look like that, guys? If I smell one smell.
the thing about that is like I feel like that's so overrated for strength performance over time because I feel like the effects are gonna become like they're gonna become less and less over
I
time.
think
They're
I
gonna
think
get
you're just gonna get
tolerance.
used to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can do that to literally anything, bro.
Like Larry Wheels, after the 100th time, his dopamine receptors are gonna be fried, and so it's not gonna make much of a difference at all. Like at a certain point, I feel like.
You just gotta do more.
Yeah.
God.
I
Well,
think
how do you
that-
even do more? Your nose can only inhale so much.
Well, you just gotta take like a huge breath.
Yeah. You just
Yeah.
gotta like. You have to like actually.
Well, I wonder
like,
how
put
much-
it in your nose.
I wonder how much
Gosh.
breath Larry Wheels can take. Though. Like how much he can inhale.
Just snort the smelling salts.
There
Okay,
you
I'm
go.
sorry.
There you go. No, that's.
I wonder if
that's
I
the
could make.
method right there.
I wonder if
That's
I
what you
could
gotta
make.
do.
I wonder if I could make smelling salts from my pink salt crystals.
Well,
like
that's a
Himalayan
good question.
salt
How do
crystals.
they make them? That's
Yeah.
a good question. Like what?
How do they
is
make
it?
smelling salts?
I wonder if they're even. I wonder if they're even safe. Like the ingredients are.
What
bad.
does smelling?
I wonder if they have bad.
salts
Yeah, I wonder if they have bad
smell
ingredients or
like?
something.
Okay, here's what they apparently smell like: pungent and sharp odor, similar to ammonia.
Oh yeah, ammonia. Yeah, that's a great smell.
I
Is
don't know.
ammonia the same as pneumonia?
No.
No, pneumonia is a sickness. Pneumonia is in your lungs, bro.
Yeah. And ammonia? Like
No, ammonia is.
No,
Ammonia
but-
is this is like a chemical.
No, I have no idea what that smells
wait, so
like. I was being sarcastic.
ammonia is a chemical?
Ammonia. Okay, pneumonia. P-N.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a disease.
That's
Or sickness.
that's a long.
That's what Randy had, I think. Yeah.
I did
Eighth
not know
grade.
that. Okay, that's a long
Remember when
thing.
he was gone for like half the year in 8th grade?
No.
You know.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
No.
but
Okay,
the-
ammonia is a chemical. Ammonia is
yeah.
like
Wait, what is that in?
ammonia.
Yeah, what like do we have? Is that
Doesn't
like
that
a-
like cause cancer? I thought that was like in the houses.
is that's not a
What?
common thing?
Oh,
It's
maybe.
not like
That might be
Chemical. Bro, it's telling me like. Okay, guys, it's NH3 if you really want to know.
NH3. Let's go,
It's-
Mr. G.
Mr. G would love that. Oh boy, here's what ammonia does to humans.
Oh, here we go.
Irritation to eyes, nose, and throat. Even at low concentrations.
So ammonia.
That's ammonia.
Ammonia.
That is. Oh boy, wait.
Oh boy.
What does that even mean? What does ammonia do when you smell it? Dry up your membranes for about half an hour. What does that even
Doesn't
mean,
sound
dude?
good.
It means it's like drying up your nostrils. Like your nostrils
Okay.
are gonna have like a reaction to it, pretty much. That's what it means.
Wait, I think I know what ammonia is.
1 second.
I'll be right back. Okay, so
Hello.
What? Why are you freaking out? You're okay. Hey, you're okay. It's okay. What are you looking for right now?
I think ammonia is in houses.
I think it might be in like candles or something. Or I could be
Oh,
completely
it's
wrong.
okay. It's in cleaning solutions. That
That does not sound safe at all.
that doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's how you make mustard gas.
Oh yeah.
I think
I don't even know
ammonia.
what that is.
Mustard gas is like a super. I think you just mix ammonia and. I don't know if you could upload that. I'm not gonna
What?
say. I'm not gonna say
Yeah,
how
we
to
can-
make mustard gas.
Oh.
Wait. I'm not gonna search that up either. Wait. Okay, yeah. If I'm correct, this should. Yes, it does make mustard gas. What I thought was. If
So
you
you can't
mix-
you can't say what mustard gas is on.
No,
on air.
you can say what it. You can say mustard gas, but you can't say.
No, but
like,
what is it?
It's a gas. Like, it's a deadly gas. It can kill you pretty easily if you inhale it. But like, you know, a lot of people mistakenly make it when they clean. I don't know, like toilets or something. They mix ammonia and another chemical, household chemical, and you get mustard gas, and it's not good. It's not a good thing to really inhale because it can kill you, and it can kill you pretty fast if you decide to sniff it.
What's your diet been like the past year? Would you say like do you
Oof.
like processed foods, added sugars, all that stuff? Give you the
It's not good. Like I mean, so I've been getting. I'm a super picky eater. Like I don't like veggies that much. Like I'm a super picky guy. But I've been getting more open to like trying like it's not good, but like the packaged meals that you get at, like I don't know, Costco, whatever. Like at Costco, I went there and like they had like these mini tacos. I wouldn't even call them tacos. It's just like a super tiny tortilla and then like a little bit of like meat in it, and then I just put some cheese on it and then eat that, and then I don't know, down like a couple glasses of milk and then an apple or two and then some carrots. Like it's
What's interesting about those packages though, I think my mom got one from Eco once. Dude, I would have never expected it. I don't know if it was the worst, but I think I looked on there. It was like a laundry list of ingredients. Like on the,
yeah, no, it's
on that one.
not good for you
Yeah,
at
it's like
all.
the chickens you can get at Vaughn's or something. It's like that, but they
Yeah.
have like 50 ingredients in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's not good. So, oh yeah, we figured out what ammonia is. If you
Okay.
mix it with another, oh, it's in a bunch of household chemicals.
That's what I was wondering, like the bleach under your sink and all that.
Yeah, so I don't.
Okay.
That being said, I don't know if we should get smelling salts.
No, I mean smelling salts. I think it just
I knew
smells
we were
like
gonna find
ammonia.
something.
I think it's just like a bad smell.
No, they have seed oils.
If you mix ammonia though with some other chemical, you get mustard gas, and then it can go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say what
Yeah.
chemical because this
Oh,
is
no.
going on YouTube. I don't. Wanna,
Yeah, don't.
I don't want to say.
Well, I'm sure it's probably not that hard to
I'm
find.
sure it's probably on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, it is
How to make
100%.
mustard gas?
It is 100%. You could probably search up how to make mustard
I
gas
mean,
right
with
now.
Logan Paul recording a dead body, I think there's probably more stuff.
Well, that got taken down.
Yeah, that got taken down pretty
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
Do you know he's banned from Egypt?
For what?
I think for that reason.
But it wasn't even in Egypt.
I know, but they just thought it was so despicable
Sure,
that he
sure,
should.
sure it's because of that. Not 'cause
I don't
someone
know.
else.
Well, I mean, what other
Dude,
things? has he
Egypt's
done?
not even like a, like Egypt's like a, like I don't know how to say this, but it's like a, it's not like a wild country. Like it's an established state.
Well,
Like they're not just gonna ban you for no reason. That's what
yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
not true.
No, it's not true.
I mean, okay,
Is Egypt kind of
okay.
I don't know.
Egypt, like the government, like
Yeah, what's the
Egypt,
government? I guess I
okay,
don't
the
know.
government's fine.
That's what I was
The
trying
people
to
of Egypt are not.
say. Okay.
I mean, jeez. There's
Is it like North Korea? The government, Kim Jong Un's fine.
no.
but the rest of the people
Every
aren't?
I don't think
Kim
that's what
Jong-
he's saying. I don't think that's what he's saying.
Well, not fine and probably mentally, but
no,
I'm saying,
yeah,
are you saying the
he's probably
government?
gonna
Like,
do
the
it.
government is fine. Like
is, like,
there's
good
there's,
or, like-
no, there's good.
in-
It's
in a-
good. But
within
like
reason. I mean,
there's like at the pyramids, like the people there are horrible.
oh, don't they try and scam you like crazy?
Well, yeah, but like they're aggressive with it.
Oh, really?
Like they'll push you. They'll.
I mean, I think that you can't. I don't think you can generalize the whole country based on.
No, and then like
People,
there's other
that's
stuff.
where
Like
it's
if you go like into like the actual culture of Egypt and like the people there that are in like the actual cities and
Mm.
like more just like down into Egypt, like the people are super kind there.
Okay.
Like what I've seen, like you know, like the people who like travel around the world and like they go visit like the countries that a lot of people haven't. Like this guy went and like they just wanted to take pictures with him. Like it was
Nice.
really funny. They wanted to take
Yeah.
pictures with him and like just talk to him the whole time. And I'm pretty sure they like just gave him a bunch of free food and stuff
Oh,
because
yeah,
they
that's cool.
like it's weird that a lot of people define countries based off like their one experience with
I
like,
know.
a couple
Or
people.
just like some stereotype they saw on TikTok. Like that's
yeah,
that's 'cause,
exactly.
well, you gotta think it kind of makes sense if that's all you know about I don't know, some like Mongolia. If all you know about Mongolia is one video you saw on YouTube, like
Yeah.
that's all you know. Like you don't have any
Yeah.
other information. But that's not right. I don't
Like
think.
all I know about Mongolia is
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan and like
Mongolian
throat
food is
singing.
great though. Have you ever had Mongolian?
I've never had Mongolia.
Dude, they have. I mean, the shops or like the stores are generally called Genghis Khan. Like
Actually?
like no, yeah, 100. Like there's stores that are called
Well, that's fire.
Genghis, and they're great. They're like the one I went to is this Mongolian buffet. It was so good, dude. Like
Oh, yeah.
I just kept going, and it's great food.
For
Um,
mooching off his success.
Literally.
Yeah, I've really like the only thing I know about Mongolia is like the throat singing.
The what?
The throat singing.
Throat singing.
Have you ever heard of that?
Never heard of that.
Dude, have you? You're
Mongolian-
joking. Dude, I have to pull out my
Mongolian
phone again
throat
for
singing.
this. This is incredible.
Really?
You've never heard of Mongolian throat
No.
singing. It is
How do you? What is
probably
I was
some of
gonna
the
say-
funniest singing I've
that?
ever
What's
heard.
the difference between throat singing and regular singing? Don't you always sing with your throat? Or yes, we're gonna find out.
Sing maybe farther.
It
in the back
is
of
so
your throat.
hilarious. Like
Or yodeling.
No,
Or like
like,
karaoke, whatever.
it is so
hilarious.
funny. Cause like you never guess what like it would sound like.
Really? All right.
Like
here we
if
go.
you would think of throat singing, what do you expect?
like a like deep, like back in your throat.
You got it.
Growling.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
But like it sounds good.
Yeah.
Like if it wants to load, I'll show you. It is so funny though, cause like they do this thing. It's like they do like overtones basically,
Mm.
and like so like they'll sing one note, but then you'll hear it at different pitches.
Whoa. Oh, that's really cool.
So here we go. Okay.
30-second unskippable ad.
KFC.
So
Wait, no way.
He's just playing an instrument.
Okay,
right
I was
now,
like,
but,
no way. Yo. Fuck. Go at it, dude.
I want to play that instrument, whatever that
I
is.
have no idea what that is.
Oh,
that's tough.
okay.
That's like, dude, that's like Star Wars. You know?
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
that- You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about? Like, that's how the
So it's
when they're in
essentially-
the bars.
It's essentially another way of saying beatboxing, right?
No.
Well, it's like it's the
No.
same method. Well, think about it. It's the same methods Antonio used.
He went.
In his videos, that's how he went. Yeah, that sounds like Antonio's video.
Beatboxing.
That sounds like Lockjaw beatbox, pretty much.
dude, you should have him on.
Yeah,
You
I'll
should have him
send him
on the podcast.
But I don't have
Oh my
I don't have his number or anything, so I don't. Maybe I could have someone text him on
Instagram. I got you.
You should text him right now. You can see.
You know the whole
He
the whole
was
point though is like, because now that's
I
another.
think I follow him, but like it's insane. Like it's like some.
Bro, it was the funniest.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, he was like,
But that's another thing that I like. Now I know a little bit more about Mongolia, I guess. But I don't think you can really judge or say much about a country until. I mean,
Well,
even
that's
if
all
you
I know.
go there, even if you visit, you still can't say. Like,
Well, that's what I was-
that's the next
Like you
step.
need to live there for a little
You
bit.
need to like
really like.
know the people. Yeah.
Yeah.
To say.
that's what I was
anything
gonna
about
say too. If someone looks at Houston, Texas, they're gonna think that the whole entire country is like 300 or 400 pounds.
it. If you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Wait, if you do what?
No, is that what you think of Texas now? Because you saw something.
Oh yeah,
about
dude! I was watching. It was like this crazy video the other day. It was like documenting like obese people's life, and it was like one of the most obese cities is Houston, Texas. Which is crazy.
That's
I mean, it's just
interesting.
I can't even fathom being at like 300 or 400. I mean, especially some even gets a 5 or 6. It's like how, dude? It's crazy. I mean, when I put 265 on the bar for squats, that feels heavy. Like I don't know how people get more than that.
Do you think you could get to 500 pounds? Like you?
It depends what you mean. Can it depends what you mean by can, I guess.
What does can mean?
Dude, this
Other
guy
than
wears
can.
do
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to let myself get to that point.
No, I'm saying.
But I'm
like,
saying
just
physically, probably yes. I mean, I have the genetics for it. I mean, my grandpa had gotten pretty large at some point.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Like he.
Wait, so you would
I
say
think
genetics play
I think
a part?
I could be mistaken, but I think he was like at 4 or almost at 4 or something.
So you would say genetics play a part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Never mind.
I mean, there's probably a reason why
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
you're 8% body fat and I'm 15% body fat.
Hard work, yeah.
Okay, I'm saying there's probably
Nah.
more than one reason. There's probably a couple reasons.
Dude, he has to follow me for me to
Lockjaw.
like message him. This guy's changed.
Has he changed?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wait, he has to follow you to message you?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't changed. Not at all.
Whoa. He has
Have
changed.
you ever done Jazz Angels, Kellen?
Dude, have you? I've seen him sing there.
He's in. I was in one
Is he
with
still
him.
in Jazz Angels?
I was. Yeah, I don't know if still, but I was in a group with him.
Leo's trying to
what
make
is
me.
Jazz
Angels.
Jazz.
It's like a.
Or where you sing or what? Is that what it is?
Where you play
What did he do? What did he play?
He was
He played tenor.
He played. There's a video of him singing.
I know he would do both.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know
was-
how he was. He was alright on tenor. But,
Like quads?
What?
No, tenor saxophone,
Oh, okay.
not quads.
Sorry, dude.
Goodness gracious.
That's another example of like what you know. Like he knows marching band a ton because you tried for drumline, but we're talking about jazz where you don't generally have quad drums like a marching.
You never have quad.
Well, you could kind of say the toms are like on
Okay, I
drums.
guess.
You could make the argument, is what I'm saying.
like the three. I don't know. How would you like say that?
You could, because they're pitched. Like you could make the argument. They're pitched drums, quad drums, or pitched drums. You could. I'm just ready for any
You're
argument.
kind
to
of
be
pushing
made.
it by saying, that, but I don't know. I don't really have any. I have a clip of Leo in here.
From Jazz Angels? Let me see.
I feel
You feel bad?
bad that his hair looked like this.
Bro.
Let it look. Let it.
Is it that
What
guy
is
you
it?
showed me now?
What?
Is that one
Wait,
guy?
is he even gonna?
What one guy?
Oh my god! It's because it's at 2x.
I don't know.
couldn't
I don't know how to describe it.
like.
Okay.
Probably not. Probably best to not. describe
Let's see here. All right, I got it.
it. What you
Oh,
want?
dude,
Come
he
on,
looks like a
Come on, you want to come here?
like a mushroom.
Leo?
Come on.
Yeah.
Where are you?
He'll pan over here. I think Claire's in this also.
Oh yeah. Leo.
You can't even see his face, dude. So
That looks like. Oh my god. Yeah, mushroom, huh?
ooh.
She's trying to escape.
She's
No,
like, I had
she
enough
always
of you.
comes back though, even if it's not by choice or not.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Do you have any dogs of your own?
I do. I have one dog. I have 2 cats and a gecko.
Oh.
Gecko.
A gecko.
Dude, we had like a bearded dragon here. I think we had him for like 6 months, 2 years, probably like only 6 months, until his dad or whatever, like his dad would feed it every day. Nico was supposed to feed it. He agreed that he was like 6 years old, and he was the one who was supposed to feed it. It was his bearded dragon,
Yeah.
but he would just like neglect it completely. And so
Oh,
so
yeah.
my stepdad at the time, like he had to he was the one who had to like clean it or feed it or whatever. And there was a certain point where we're just like, Nico's not taking care of it, so we just got rid of it. But yeah. But it was crazy. Once I was I was a wild kid. Like I was like probably 10 at the time, and I was just trying to mess with Sienna and Amberly and the bearded dragon.
Dude.
So like
Oh
one
my
time,
gosh.
I don't know, I was holding it or something, and one time like I let like Amberly bit like the end of its tail or whatever, and it had like a mark on its tail forever. I don't know. It was like black. It like turned black or something. I felt bad.
Bearded dragon abuse.
Yes,
Oh.
bro.
Feeding it to a dog.
Bro.
But how? Because
And Amberly's like 20 pounds, like 100 times its size or whatever. It's
how do you do anything with that though? I can kind of understand why it might get neglected, like because you can't play with it.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's
You
why
can
I
play with
never.
a gecko.
That's why I'd never.
I know a gecko, I'm sure, but
But I
bearded
don't
dragon
know.
is
But what I'm
something
saying, whether it's a gecko or bearded dragon, that's why I'd never really want to get any like exotic animals, or especially like a spider. It's like why, bro?
different. Oh,
Spiders don't make any sense.
Spiders too far.
Yeah.
Or even, dude, doesn't Sam has like frogs? He's like
No
frogs.
way he has
You
frogs.
didn't know that? It's something.
He has
I know he has
birds.
birds. He's parakeets, but
Yeah.
he's said something like, I think it's frog. I think he has frog.
Why?
Birds are
Frogs are sick.
I mean,
Frogs are cool animals.
birds are
but-
cool, but it's like you can't really do anything with them. Like at least I don't know. Maybe if
Yeah,
you
but
train
you
them
can,
after a while. But I'd just be scared. Like if I'm holding them outside their
Oh, yeah,
cage,
just
they're just
go.
gonna fly away. Like they.
yeah.
But they can like chill on your shoulder.
If you, yeah,
Like,
train
a parrot.
Yeah, like they can just like.
Dude,
chill.
I think
it's
I'll probably
possible.
actually get a parrot someday, just
Like-
just for the heck of it.
If
I think it'd
if
be
I
fun.
had
Dude,
Imagine a
that can
parrot
talk,
copying us.
a parrot that could talk, what would you tell it?
I just have a conversation
Oh,
with it,
yeah.
dude.
Well, does
Well,
it know
obviously-
what it's
But I
saying?
never
It
talk to
can't,
parrot
it
on your
can't
podcast.
talk. It just knows
It's
how to make
mimic.
your sounds.
It's
It,
mimicking.
yeah. Like I don't think it knows English.
No, it doesn't. But
If
still,
it knew English, it'd be like one of the most popular animals.
You gotta get a monkey. Those can, or a
Gorilla.
gorilla, teach it sign language.
Yeah, the one who actually learned sign language. That's crazy.
do you remember that?
It said humans need. It was like talking about humans need to like get better or something. That was what it was saying. Or like humans are. It's like here's a warning to human.
You see that one story of the gorilla? Like the zookeepers told him that he's gonna die soon, and he got all depressed.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was
It's
pretty
with sign
bad.
How does it know what
Was,
death
was
is?
it with sign language?
Yeah, it was with sign language. That's what I was
How
saying.
does it
Like,
know
how,
what
I don't know how.
dying is?
I think I don't think they said death. I think they said like he's gonna just go away.
The
And
minimum.
so like he might have interpreted it as like he's just gonna leave
Oh,
The
yeah.
and like
minimum-
not be near his people.
The minimum wage worker after seeing 100 men enter the gorilla exhibit.
Oh my god.
Good one.
Yeah, that was
How many Calvins would you say it would take to beat a gorilla?
millions.
Millions.
Not millions.
No.
Probably like 1,000 or
1,000 is
A
crazy.
thousand.
Dude.
just overwhelm it. Just suffocate it with 1,000, 1,000, or maybe 2,000. That might be
Bro.
better.
2,000
Just
might.
sacrifice 600, and they all just.
How many
sit
know
on
those?
them. I don't know.
No,
Six-
they said
Probably,
like
like
600. Probably 100. I mean.
If you're smart with it, of course we're talking about this right now. But if you're smart with it, and they all just find a way to cut off its air, like I mean, it's only got 2, or I guess 3 ways for air to go in its body. If you just cut off all 3 of them, I mean, I guess it's right at its mouth.
It's gonna
But
bite you. Like,
but I mean, if you use 100 bodies to do that, I mean, it's a lot more force, I guess.
Well, yeah, if you just hold it down, like you're saying, like, well, let's see, like 100 Zacks, right? So that's like 150 pounds times 100. That'd be what, like 15,000 pounds? And the gorilla can't do like 10,000 pounds of force. So that means if you'd have to have like almost all of them, or like a half of them on top of the gorilla at the same time
Yeah.
to actually hold him down. But he might have an adrenaline rush where he just somehow is able to do 10,000 or if he only moves one part, like one corner, then he gets a bunch of them, and then the other ones fall off. So it'd be
We
still
were
difficult.
talking about something significant, and now we're just.
No, we're just talking about
What were we just talking? Oh, bro,
schmuck.
We're talking about lockjaw beatbox.
a while ago.
Yeah, we can't even message him though. Sadly.
You can't?
No.
Or I guess if he
He
follows
needs
you back.
to, yeah, he needs to follow me. But like, I've been following him, so I don't think he's gonna
Antonio.
Yeah,
Antonio,
Antonio was a
please.
character for sure.
follow or come on the podcast if you're watching this.
Yeah.
We need you.
You think he's still? You think he's
You should
subscribed?
tag him in the description of this video.
He
Oh, yeah, I think I
does
have
he
his
use his channel.
He did like a year ago, so he did a year later still, I think.
You
After
could
it's
try,
good.
see how that goes.
Yeah. Dude, it was the funniest thing ever. Like, I'd watch his videos in class and stuff. Like, everyone would watch his videos. Kind of a similar thing to me. Like, people would do the same thing. But the only difference was I wouldn't crash out like Antonio. Like, he would actually get so mad. When
Would he actually?
Yes, he would like.
That's
he'd be
funny.
like, he'd be like screaming. He'd be like, bro, don't play my channel. Oh my god. Like,
That's
bro.
funny, man.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was just like, oh yeah, I was like, I don't think anyone could do it like, or like at least like replicate it the same. Like, I'd always be doing it in class. I'd be like, oh, da da dee da, oh, and it'd just be like the funniest thing ever. And then also there was this one part of this other video he did too, where it's like, like it's like a T-Rex sound, bro. Like actually,
For what?
like he does like a T-Rex noise. It's insane. Or like he's like he starts farting, bro.
That's his normal.
Bro.
But like he actually goes to competitions, doesn't he?
He did this whole like real thing.
He did like a Japan thing, bro.
I don't know-
He was
I
in
don't
the
know how
wild.
real
He was in the
that
wild
was.
card for nationals, so for U.S. pretty much. But I guess he didn't.
I'm pretty
make
sure.
It.
I'm pretty sure he went
He
to
didn't win.
Japan. He went to Japan and like it was so funny.
It
I
was
think
probably like a tournament though, because he only made it to nationals. Like he
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
make nationals.
Well, Miss Howland was like.
Yeah, I remember.
Miss
She
Howland.
she announced it.
Howland
with-
announced it. In,
I was
like,
in. I was in class sitting right next to him when she announced that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was funny. I was like, I told the teacher. I told Ms. Weber. I was like, yo, we got our beatboxer right here. Let's go.
How did Miss Weber take that?
She just thought it was funny.
Who's
He was
your-
always embarrassed about it.
Who's your favorite teacher at Marshall?
I got mine.
I think.
I know.
I think.
I know exactly who you're.
Bro, oh my gosh! I just thought of the best one, bro.
You ready? Should we say it at the same time?
Yeah.
Should we? 3, 2, 1.
Mr. Pop!
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
he gave me student of the year, bro.
Did he actually?
For
Dude,
PE.
I didn't.
That's
I
hilarious.
didn't actually think we were all gonna say Mr. Pop. I thought he was thinking like Mr. Estrella or something, bro.
Mr.
Oh,
Stray
is
didn't
that,
give
that's
me
that's the replacement.
Mr. Estrella is the one who gave me it. Or like he gave me like commander or like something.
No, but at the end of the year they did this whole thing, and it
Or he
was
gave me like an award for being commander. That was what it was.
what was he?
At the end of it was like a Starbucks gift card.
Oh, yeah,
I ate some bagels
I got
and
that
milk.
too.
Oh yeah.
The letter?
Oh
You
yeah.
talking about the letter?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool. Yeah, Mr. Pop.
But Mr. Pop was the one who gave it to you.
So yeah, they
He
had
gave you the
for
yeah.
every class they
Yeah.
have like they pick a student of the year.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was one or two. I think it was like a boy and a girl. But Mr. Pop must have done it before, like he had it set up, I guess.
Dude, Mr. Pop, I was chill with Mr. Pop, bro. It was actually funny. Like I remember in PE, he like I'd always like have my voice. I always make sure my voice was like super deep in the warm ups and stuff, and like loud and deep at the same time. It'd be like 1, 2, and then like Mr. Pop after the warm ups one time, he asked me if like I'm a singer because of my voice, and then this one girl Audrey, she thought she was like got all weird, or like these girls like got all weirded out by it because she was like what? She said she thought he asked if I'm single. I was like, bro. Like they actually thought that, bro.
I remember like sometimes I like fake being injured,
Bruh.
but like for good because
Bruh.
when you're injured,
Were you in
he
my
just-
PE?
I might have been. I
Yeah.
might have been your PE.
Yeah.
He would just talk to you the whole time and
Oh,
he'd tell you
really?
the most like craziest conversations.
Who was
ever.
in your PE class then?
Angel, Nathan,
It's so long ago.
and Andy and Andy was. I know Andy for sure was. in
Okay,
there.
yeah. I don't think we were this. I think we were in the same one like 7th grade probably.
Yeah,
At some point we
but
were.
Mr. Ryan.
Yeah, maybe 6th grade too.
Yeah. I was in there in 6th grade.
Oh. Oh,
I went
Marshall?
to Stanford for 6th grade,
Oh,
and I transferred 7th grade.
yeah.
That was really fun.
think
I
was
hated Stanford. Stanford is like one of the
Really?
worst.
I know a lot of people that went there.
Well, Nico, or I mean, no, Noah wants to go to Stanford though.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Stanford.
Yeah, he's going.
I don't know. We'll see. Zach wanted to go to Stanford, but
Yeah.
plans changed.
Zach, where do you want to go now?
It might be like CSU will be at this point.
Wow.
Or I
Stanford
care,
just
but
went
like I
really
don't.
down.
Huh?
Went from Stanford to CSU.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it too, though, is like I'd rather, at the end of the day, yeah, maybe it'd been cool if I'd gone to Stanford and stuff, but it's like, which I still could. It's just I don't really think it'd be worth it, knowing that it'd be very unlikely to get like a scholarship, especially at a school like that, and so like a full scholarship. And I don't want to fork out the money that you have to fork out for a school like that.
Yeah.
So that being said, I would rather be in the position that I am. I'd rather graduate early from high school and have an associate's degree and go with an associate's degree, so be 3 years ahead and go to Cal State Long Beach, than to be like a lot of people who go to Ivy League universities or go to Stanford and go to all those schools. They go for 4 years, and most of them do not get scholarships. They go there for 4 years, and they're a couple $100,000 in debt, not even from like a law school degree, not even from a grad degree. So, I mean, which I'm sure Noah's going to get a scholarship, but other than that, like I wouldn't want to be those people.
I think my goal, my dream college is Berklee.
Berklee. I'm looking at Berklee too.
Yeah, we were
I might
thinking about
Berklee, like
the music school.
yeah,
My bad,
music
my bad.
school, not the other one.
Sorry.
Um,
Why not Juilliard, bro? Go to Juilliard. I'm
Bro,
convincing you.
My grades
to-
are not that good.
How? But Berklee is really prestigious too, isn't it? They don't care. It's a music school. What do they care about grades?
Well,
Dude, that's what I'm telling Sam. Like, as long as Sam and Leo and all
that's
just
what
pass their classes.
that's
they're
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying. Like I've been passing all my classes. Like I passed
You
probably
know
passed
it.
last semester with like all B's. Like
Yeah, dude. You could apply. For
I could try.
You just got
Juilliard,
It's,
but,
they're not.
That's a hard.
They won't care about your music or about your grades as long as you can cook. Like on.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like I have to I have to get good.
I don't know
gotta
what
get really good.
Juilliard really want. I know they have
Juilliard.
You know, oh my
big
gosh, Leslie Odom Jr. You know Leslie Odom,
Yeah.
dude, he's a beast, bro. He's
Yeah.
like actually a genius.
Yeah, no, he's
Like,
crazy. I know
He's like the head of something. I don't know if it's drums or like the whole thing, but he's amazing. So they have jazz programs there, which you could.
Yeah, no, Miles Davis went there.
Yeah.
He dropped out actually. That's kind of. He dropped out.
So would you say? Oh wait, I don't
No,
want to
keep going.
Yeah. So would you say you're like pretty passionate about music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's a
for
big
sure.
thing for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it'd be pretty cool to have you in the combo next year. I think that'd be
Bro,
pretty
Mr. Mitter was like, "I'm down to have 4 horns," because that was
fun.
that was when
it
Liam was
wouldn't
still there.
Yeah, it wouldn't be 4. No.
It wouldn't be 4 now. It'd be.
The only thing is, you're gonna have to like compete with Yumila. 2 Aldos.
Well, you know what Mr. Mitter wanted to do like before
What?
this. He was like, "I'll have you and dogfight for the spot."
For the spot?
For the spot.
Yo, that's crazy.
That would be. But like also like I don't
That's crazy.
like if I get better, which I probably won't. But like I also like just don't want to take something away from you. Like I'm not saying I'm good.
I would.
But like
probably-
I don't want to take something away from Yumo that he deserves. Like it's the same thing
I
with
know.
Gold Jazz. He's gonna be joining Gold Jazz next year,
Yeah, I know.
and
He was supposed to be in it this year.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in it this year.
He was just too scared to show
I know,
up,
he
bro.
right.
That's something you gotta work
God.
on with him, dude. The
Um,
confidence, like that's.
Well, and he was like, I like me and him made a deal. So he's gonna be first alto next year, and I'll be first alto my senior year.
Okay, yeah, but dude, you be careful, dude. He's getting insane. Like I will.
Bro,
100
Yamila is so scary. Like,
I'll tell him to his face too, but I joke around with him a lot. But like no, like all seriousness, he's probably the best, like soloer in the school. Like if not the district. I mean, if not even further than that. Like he's insane. I mean, stuff he'll come up with at like 7 o'clock in the morning, like blows. Like we'll just see Mr. Mitter like fall out of his chair. Like it's crazy.
well, I mean, Mr. Mitter has been telling me Mr. Mitter has a lot of faith in me.
Yeah.
I mean, I
that's
think it's
great,
just
dude.
like my work ethic. Like,
Yeah.
if it's something that I really like and something that like I'm passionate about,
Mhm.
I work every single day for. Like, I've
That's
been
awesome.
practicing Like yesterday, I think I practiced like 5 hours.
Awesome, dude.
Like,
yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
I want to like, in that practicing, are you focusing towards like symphonic winds type, marching type music, or are you jazz? Jazz. Let's go, dude. That's
So
awesome.
it's all
Yeah.
jazz for me.
Let's go. That's awesome. So, yeah.
It's like one of my things. Like
One of my things I've been trying to do, it's hard right now because like, so I've been trying to get a new saxophone for.
Oh shoot.
So but here's the reasoning. So marching band's cooked. Like
Oh my gosh, I imagine.
it cooks your instruments so much
Yeah.
because like you
It's-
throw them on the
it's a
floor,
lot.
like you're just like
It's a lot of abuse.
people step on them and stuff. So I was like, what if I get a jazz horn and just keep this horn that I have now for
marching band, yeah, let it get abused and then get a.
And then, I just like let that get abused, and then whenever I need to get it repaired, I
Oh,
just
then
get it
you could
repaired.
get like your own horn. Like it wouldn't be from the school, or what do you?
No, my horn is from me. Like
Oh,
my
really?
horn is bought. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
But
Yeah.
I
that's
realized
great.
last night, actually, this is really funny. Last night I realized it's some cheap retail horn
Oh shoot.
from China.
Oh shoot.
Well, dude, you know the brand name of my horn?
What?
Saxophone.com.
Heck yeah.
Well, and I bought it from Long Beach Woodwinds.
It sounds. I remember in the gig that we had that for saxophone when he brought in when Mitter brought in the rhythm section. You sounded good, dude. Like you sounded.
Oh
good
yeah,
on
yeah,
that
yeah,
horn.
yeah, yeah.
So it's not. It doesn't sound like some cheap. I mean,
It-
I'm not a saxophone.
It definitely
connoisseur.
does not sound like a cheap horn, but
Yeah.
it could be a lot better.
Okay.
Now,
You gotta be careful.
the horn that I want
You
now,
gotta be careful. That those music people charge whatever they want.
or you know how much it is? The horn that I want.
You want me to guess?
4K.
All right. Yeah, I was gonna guess like 6.
No.
Well,
Make
what
it
I've heard,
crazy.
so what I've heard though about those instruments,
Yeah.
or just instruments in general, is that so you've got, let's say, like a beginning price instrument, you've got an intermediate price instrument, and then you've got like an advanced
Mhm.
priced instrument. The intermediate priced instrument, the difference between that and the beginning one is like 10 times, like a
Yeah.
huge amount.
Oh,
but the difference
100%.
between the intermediate and the advanced is like ever so slightly, maybe like 5%, 10% better. at
Yeah,
most.
it kind of
Yeah.
depends on what you're talking about, but yeah,
Yeah.
I generalize.
Yeah.
Generalize.
So like, if I go to like the horn that I want, so like, the brand new like alto saxophone that they have,
Mhm.
like that they just made, is 2,793, which is like a.
that's half off what you were saying.
That's
It's
half off what I was
the
saying.
4K. Yeah.
But like the one that I want
30.
now, like the one that I actually want,
There we go.
4,395.
Oh, that's when you actually want.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, if you want it, like, that's
Look at that. Like
that's
it is beautiful.
Well, yeah, I mean the way the way I think about it too is like, you know, you never really want to be scared to make an investment, especially if or to
especially
spend.
something like that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's
Absolutely.
into yourself. Yeah.
And
Like,
like
as
there's
long
stuff
as-
about this that is
because
good.
people will say people will maybe like what's the word, like maybe like disparage you for like spending like a whole lot of money on something. Right, like maybe if you don't need to spend a whole bunch of money on a $2,000 saxophone,
Yeah.
but
that's
at the
a
same
great
time they'll spend money on junk food and it'll add up to like $1,000, like
Exactly,
thousands
yeah,
of
yeah.
dollars a year, you know.
Yeah.
So, if anything, that'd be a worthy investment
Yeah,
compared to
100%.
things like that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been thinking. Like it's $4,000, but I can make a lot more gigging with that
Yeah.
instrument.
You're gonna need a drummer on those gigs, huh? Let's go,
Yeah.
dude. That's what we gotta start doing. That saving up for, yeah. Cause bro, like when I'm sure you've heard Mr. Mitter talk about how much money like the bands make, but it all just goes to marching band.
It all
Like in
goes
that,
to
like
marching.
I'm thinking this whole time.
Bro,
The drums, the drum heads are horrible. I broke the snare.
You
head,
broke
but-
this.
But the other, because Mr. Peter replaced that one because I broke it, which actually is a strategy because
Was
now
he
it's
mad?
so nice. Now the
Was he-
strap.
Was he mad?
He didn't care.
wait, have you
Oh,
been
it is
using the
bad.
earplugs again? You've been using them. right?
I got better ones. But yeah,
Oh,
those
okay.
were good. Thank you. No, I'm
Like,
sorry.
how long did you use them?
Those were for a little bit, but they were good. It's hard to hear like other people play.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
wait, so what's the difference between those and your new earplugs?
Well, so no, yours were like marching band earplugs, right?
Oh,
Which are
okay.
great because marching band has a million horns and they're all blaring at you and all the time. Those are great for marching band. But the ones I got were like more specific for like a jazz combo where there's only 3 horns and I
Yeah.
need to be able to hear what they're playing so I can comp on the snare or do ghost notes or do whatever that
Well, the
or
ones,
hear them solo.
well, the ones you actually got were that was for like winter percussion because I was
yeah, that's
like that was when I wanted to do it.
and that's
Yeah.
loud, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's great. I mean, jazz drumming generally isn't. That's probably like the safest form, one of the safer forms of drumming. Like
For
you're not
sure.
when
Like
you're
jazz
swinging.
drumming usually isn't that like
It's supposed to be quiet. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be late. Like
Well,
you're not supposed to
unless
you're
you're
solo.
doing some
Yeah.
fusion crap.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
dude,
And,
when I
like-
was like, when I was in Pitt, right, and everyone in Pitt pretty much they'd either have to do one of the spare bass drums or they'd do cymbals for like the pep. I know probably know the pep rallies or the pep tunes and
Yeah.
stuff. You probably have that too, right? So, and I would be the only one until they made us like wear earplugs or whatever for that winter percussion. But there was like this senior, he graduated now. His name's like Aiden, like him including all the incoming freshmen or all the freshmen or whatever. I was out of all of them it was like 6 cymbals. I was the only one who wore earplugs.
Yeah, that's
And
bad.
cymbals are like the worst. That's
Cymbals
worse
are
than any other
horrible.
drumming you're talking about. That's the craziest one.
Yeah, I would not want to raw dogs that with
Yeah.
6 cymbals, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. But
Cymbals are bad.
Because and it's like I guess maybe they didn't like because for me whenever I'd forget it like once or twice ever or like not ever but it happened maybe a couple times.
I just wouldn't. I like at
And-
that point. I'd just say I can't.
Well, yeah,
Like,
and
Can't
so-
play today.
If it wasn't jazz, I'd be.
Yeah,
able to
for
say.
sure.
Well, what I did actually when I did forget, I think when I did forget, I don't know. Okay, that might have just been for like the shirt. I don't know if you guys have to wear a specific like shirt for
Oh,
when
they
you have a
do.
rally. Yeah, or they just don't let you play or whatever.
They don't let us not play. I mean,
That's what it was at.
I just don't go to those.
Nice.
I try not
So
to
you
go
don't.
to those.
So you don't have to go to the rallies
No, you do. I just try not to.
because
I
for
just
us,
like I just say I have like a test or something.
No, because- no, because for us it was like a grade. Like at least in first semester, like it was a grade. Like you had to go to the rallies. Like during season. at
Not
least.
for us.
Really.
Yeah. I mean, we don't really. It's just like the whole
Yeah,
time.
if you're in it, you're
Really.
Yeah, like if you're in.
Like
it,
they
then
take
you're good
like
there.
they take attendance too. Like
well, I'm sure they
like
take attendance.
well no, but they
Not
take
for
it-
us.
No,
Really?
no,
They just like mark everybody present and that's it.
Wow, that's crazy.
no, but they like count the attendance as our grade. Like
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I had to get it up like last year, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
That's
if I
interesting.
was like late because I was late a lot and bro,
That's interesting.
it like counts towards you, bro.
Dude, that's so great that you're focusing on jazz. Though. Like,
Yeah.
I that 5 hours a day, that's like perfect. I mean, I'll tell everybody that.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
that's
like
awesome.
I've been. Plus, like with Airberg tomorrow, like.
Oh, that's Airberg tomorrow. That's great.
Like,
Is Leo
um,
going? You know?
yeah, he's going.
Awesome.
And what I like about jazz too, or just jazz and classical in
Yeah.
general, is that I think it actually benefits, like especially if you come up with like good stuff. I think benefits society more than like your typical like music. Any music really would. Most music with words, like any of that kind of music, because it's
Yeah.
just better for you. I guess.
Well,
It's
at the end of the day, like if we're actually gonna be musicians, like if that were to happen, we can't keep playing what's already been done. We're gonna have to do something new.
Absolutely.
And that's what these jazz fusion artists are they're trying to do that, which sometimes
It sometimes works, and then other times it's like.
I think
eh.
rarely works. But maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't say
Yeah.
rarely. More times it doesn't work. I feel like
Yes.
because it goes a little too far out there. But bands like Snarky Puppy can kind of sometimes come up with something that
Yeah.
sounds good because it has more influences from like the original like style of jazz. But I feel like there's something in there, a way to popularize jazz again by combining elements of other aspects of music society. But you got to change from like we can't just play standards all day and expect to get.
Well,
I mean, like, there's this guy, Emmett Cohen.
Mhm.
He's like a cover artist,
Yeah.
but like he gets songs and he just like jazzifies them.
Oh, that's great.
Like he
That's
will.
actually-
Oh, yeah. That's like two cello, like where they'll play like pop songs or whatever, and they'll turn it into something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like there's like a bunch of stuff that he does like that. Like, have you seen the Singing in the Rain thing that he did with Patrick Bartley and
How do you change it?
they made it like up tempo,
Oh no.
and then like they just like it's also with Patrick Bartley, like he made it way more poppy,
Oh, okay.
but like it sounds good, like it sounds
Cool.
like bop, like it's very interesting.
They like pop, bro.
It does.
But yeah, dude. I mean, it'd be so. Yeah, like we have like upwards of 20 songs now in the combo, like around there. So that 5 hours of data practice, and that'd be nice. Do you know? I mean, it's just like a Horace Silver band, basically.
Yeah, no, that's
and they're cool. Like the songs are cool, but we gotta break out of like I love what we're doing with Now Skesa and
yeah.
Tunisia, Night in Tunisia, and even songs like Nutville. I mean, that's still
Mm-hmm.
a little
Yeah.
bit back in the round, but or speedball. You know speedball, right?
I love
Dude, me
speedball.
and Leo love that song, bro. Everyone thinks it's okay, but I love.
I wish I spoke your guys' language.
Yeah, it's not really.
Sorry,
Yeah.
but no, I love. Yeah, that's actually we would love to play with you, Calvin. Because now we're getting into writing stuff too. Like you know how
Oh really?
Nutville, it's the Latin section that goes in the.
Oh
swing.
yeah.
Did they
yeah,
tell you
yeah.
how they switched?
Bro, Yamil did that for his architect's project.
Did you hear it?
He's in my class, so I heard it.
You
It
heard?
sounded
How was
sick,
it?
dude.
Actually,
Yeah.
let's
like,
go.
It sounded awesome.
Yeah, it was like our idea, me and Emil's idea to like switch the swing section and everything else. So like it's swing the whole time, and then it goes into Latin. Like
It sounds
stuff,
sick. It sounds
stuff
awesome.
like that is a great. Like I'm sure you admit, like I'm sure you could have a million ideas of stuff to do.
Yeah, I mean, like one of the things I
another-
probably listen to. You play Minecraft?
Yeah, but
Okay.
my
So
whole life.
you know,
Not anymore. But
Well, yes. Do you?
do
Play
you know the
Minecraft?
songs in Minecraft?
do I know the songs in Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Stall.
Are-
or
are you
Stall.
not-
Oh no, I've heard of this,
Oh,
bro.
I think so.
They heard. They told me what they're.
So I
Sam
asked
wanted to
Mr.
do a
Mitter.
version
I asked
of
Mr.
Stall.
Mitter. Mr. Mitter was like, I can write it for you.
You know Arya Math. Arya Math. That's my
Arya Math
That's my
is-
favorite one. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't-
One of my favorite. I don't know this one.
You don't know the
It's
song?
Stall, isn't it? But aren't there like flutes?
Bro, there's like some stupid recorder in it.
Yeah,
that
that
could just be like alto.
messes it up.
That could just be alto.
Let's hear it. Yo,
That's all, Leo.
already, I don't know why I'm neglecting you. Who's gonna play keys? Mr. BB.
You got that.
Oh,
And then there's this.
That's
kind of messes it up.
I don't know.
And the
Okay,
beat, I
well,
don't
that's
like.
not. It's not C418, obviously. Right?
It is.
It is.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't. It's obviously. It
Oh,
seems
I
like a
really-
less popular one.
I really don't like that.
It sounds horrible because it's recorder.
Because I don't remember this
Before
playing
that,
in
the
Minecraft.
bass was great. The
Yeah, like it's
all that
it's
was
gritty.
was
It's like
digging in. Yeah,
But that
digging
when
in,
I
like,
hear that, I
was-
don't think of Minecraft. That's why. Like I don't remember that being a
It's
Minecraft.
like, dude,
song.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's why we
it's-
could do it and no one would know. Like,
Yeah.
where it really, then when you look into it, it has this whole deeper meaning.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually. That's a great idea, dude. I don't know why I was thinking of 13 music disc.
Yeah,
13.
yeah.
I was thinking it was that one. And I'm like, what? When
No.
Sam told me right here, no, that's a great song.
yeah, no. There's like a bunch of.
Solo section would go crazy. I feel like you guys could cook on that.
It'd definitely be like a weird solo. It'd be weird to
could-
solo on.
I know. Well, and with we could maybe change it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe pick it up a little bit,
for sure.
but I'm trying to think. I gotta get some rushes, dude.
Dude, Calvin's like messing with my whole like how much are you like 170 now, 180 or what? Like cuz I feel like you must have gained
No,
like, a
bro.
lot more.
I weighed myself recently. I'm like 140.
No way.
No, 140.
No,
I'm like 146. I think it was.
There's no way. You seem like a lot bigger than him.
It was 146. I was talking about that with my dad. He's like, once you like actually gain weight, you'll actually grow into your height.
You're probably still growing, dude.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, I think they're saying about like,
Wait, what does he mean? Like if you gain more weight?
if
you're
I
gonna
gain
have
more weight, I'm gonna start like, cause right now I'm just like super tall and lanky. I think
But
But if you
Fill
put
out
on
the
some
frame.
weight, it's gonna be easier to gain more height. Is that what you're?
no, it's just gonna look.
Because
Better.
that's what
Like
I was
I think
thinking.
I'm gonna look shorter if I gain weight.
No, you're not gonna look shorter if you gain weight. I don't. That doesn't make sense.
I think I will. I don't know.
Like just look stockier.
Well, people have said that.
Yeah,
but
like
it really just depends how you train and
That's
what you're
true.
training for too.
Like,
if you
I'm-
train like a bodybuilder and you get do all these machines and you don't have a tight core, you have like a blocky kind of physique, then maybe you'll look more short and stubby. But if you
Oh.
actually train like in a more like athletic or aesthetic way, then you're gonna.
then I guess that
Yeah.
makes sense.
But what I was thinking from it sounded like you're saying like, yeah, I mean, for me, at least it feels like if I'm gaining weight, like I'm 150, like if you're actually 146, like that's kind of insane because I'm not trying to like say it. I'm just saying because it's good.
4 pounds. Let's go, Zach.
I think it's good for me to be at a heavier weight because it'll be like or have more muscle, all that kind of stuff. It's because I feel like I'll have more potential to grow in height
Mhm.
that way.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna have like if I was like 105 pounds, right? It
Yeah.
had nothing to stretch. It had nothing to build off of. So
that makes sense.
So I think like with what you're saying, like if you're only like 140 right now, I thought this was kind of what your point. Like you're not gonna really, like if you wanted to get to like 6'8" or something, I guess you're not gonna have like that much to like stretch out. I guess.
No.
Yeah.
But do you want to be 6'8"?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go to if you wanted to go to NBA
right now.
if you want to go to NBA or something.
No.
Yeah.
I have no.
No, he wants to go to Berklee.
But I mean, think about it.
Berklee.
But if you could flip the switch and then be 7 foot and then go to, easily go to the NBA. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Is it
Yeah.
easy? Can you easily go to the NBA?
I think if you're
So
7
easy
foot,
way to get into.
I think if you're 7 foot, you
If
get
you're
in the
7
NBA.
foot, then like
Because I mean, there's
you'll
only
be able
like
to get in, but you're not gonna be good. Like you're not gonna be paid that
Yeah,
much.
I know.
You'll get paid for your height.
Like Wemby isn't in it just. I mean, it's because he's freaking tall. But what is? Do you know how tall? Victor Wembanyama.
7'4", I think.
7'4".
That's insane.
He's in it because he's. I think that's definitely a reason, but he's also good. Like he's good at playing basketball.
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
let-
It'd
let's
be
change
easier
it.
to get good. I
Let's
guess.
change it. 7'6". Then
Okay.
you don't even have to be good at that point.
All right.
I mean,
yeah, but then like you don't get paid for how good you are. Like if I would want to get paid like in the
Also,
NBA,
dude,
but also to get
7'6",
paid
that would
millions of
suck.
dollars, like I mean, are you
I
really
still
care
don't
at that-
think.
at
I
that
don't think
point?
that's worth it. I mean,
Yeah.
that would. just
I'd
mess
rather
up my
get
life.
paid for how good I am.
If you can't walk through that doorway, like how tall is that doorway? This thing.
Oh,
right
so
here.
we're getting in. Okay.
That's like. I mean.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't-
Yeah,
think I'd
there's
get it.
quality of life things
Yeah, I
also
don't-
that are just that just suck.
I don't think I really want to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess 7'6" would probably
Forget
be
planes,
intense.
dude. You can't even. Private jets won't even work. You can't even.
Bro, you need like Air Force One.
Yeah, you need a Boeing like 747 or something,
Yeah.
or whatever the big one. So what interests you the most about Berklee?
Well, I mean, I was talking about it with Mr. Mitter,
Yeah,
and he's like, you can get a full ride.
really, that's awesome.
He's like, if
I wonder
you
what
get,
he thinks though.
he's like, if you get your scales up,
Get your scales up,
you're gonna get yourself a full ride.
dude. I would.
You know what I would even sorry, no, but I
Go
was
ahead.
just saying what I would even recommend to. I haven't been recommending this enough to people. Like Noah has, I guess, a little bit, but it was mainly because I'd kind of been struggling there for a while. I didn't really want to talk about it that much. But let's say if you started like I don't know, you probably heard of dual enrollment stuff. Me and
Yeah,
Noah
yeah,
have been
sure.
taking like LBCC classes and stuff, and Noah has like 15, 16, whatever.
20.
Yeah, whatever you want to say. And so let's say if you got 20 is the amount that you need. He's just counting AP classes. It's funny, whatever. But let's say you need like 20 classes for a degree. So let's say over by senior year, if you take like a few classes like every semester and you get your associates, you could go to that school and get that full. You could probably still get that full ride for
Yep.
2 years, and then still go there for another 1 or 2 years to get your master's, and still probably have that full ride.
Yeah.
And then you could just be going there and. You just be a couple years ahead. You could just do that. You know?
Absolutely.
I don't
Whether
know
it's
if
your
you-
music and
I don't know
your
if you want. Are you
education.
saying to be ahead in music school?
Because I think no, because I'm saying with music when it comes to music or, well, actually I don't know. Well, to get your bachelor's, I guess it'd probably be a little different.
But I think
Well,
you
no,
want,
no,
you
'cause if
want
you
the
go to-
most amount of time in music
Well,
school.
no, but
and
if
law
you go to
school.
music school, don't you still have to take the lower thing, the general ed?
No, I don't think so.
Do you still
I don't
have to?
think
Do
that
you
even
still have to
matters.
take the bottom?
Like, do you have to do a chemistry and algebra class?
Like don't
No.
I think you
Yeah.
still have to do
No,
gen
no.
ed. You don't have to.
You
It's
don't.
different.
You don't have to.
Really?
Music school, it's literally all about music. Like
so
I've
what I
seen,
would say for you then, dude. Or sorry, what did you say?
like I've seen like stuff, like Dan Life, like Berklee,
Yeah.
whatever. It is strictly like theory classes. Like,
Well, maybe look it up
nice.
right now. We could probably find
Yeah,
out.
you
I
wanna-
mean, that's an important thing
Well,
to know.
because if that's the case, Calvin, then I would say for you, don't try and skip any years of Berklee. Like, don't try and skip any. I
No.
mean, you want the most. Like, yeah, that's
if
what I'm
there's
saying.
no
trying to get-
lower classes, like you're saying.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you want
Yeah.
you. I mean, you're going there for a reason. Why
Yeah,
would you
yeah.
skip? Like, you're going to learn. Like in law, there'd be no point in skipping law school. Like bachelor's kind of makes sense because it's bogus classes, but
Okay, yeah.
you don't do. I mean, I guess it wouldn't even work, but
Yeah.
dude, that'd be great. I wonder. I feel like Mr. Mitter would kind of be like, you want actual experience though. He'd be like one of
Yeah.
the people who'd be like, you got to play in a bar in Chihuahua.
Well,
Or-
he was saying like I was talking. He was like, "What colleges do you want? Like, are you thinking about doing this after high school?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, for sure." And he's like, "What do you want? Like, where do you want to go?" And I was like, "Well, because one of the things because I was thinking about Berklee, and then I kind of just tossed it away because
it is so expensive. It's like 200,000.
Yeah, man.
Like
Per-
it is
Total.
total.
Yeah.
Like it is so expensive.
Yeah. Do something wild and get a scholarship. Though.
Well, yeah, and then
You just
and then
gotta
I was
be
so
out
then I was like, well, I'll probably just go to CSULB. And Mr. Minner's reaction was not good. He
Yeah,
was like he
I
was
So
nah, bro.
what's interesting with that, it's not directly like with what you guys are saying, but when you're talking about, he's saying like do something crazy. Like for example, if I still had aspirations to go to like Stanford or like a school like that, a good thing like like he's saying like doing like a podcast where I, like if I get to a point where I have like hundreds of episodes, like that's gonna be something that's gonna set you apart from other applicants. I'm just saying to like a normal school, like in general, like a good college or something, you know, like that's gonna help set you apart from other applicants who also have straight A's.
If you just do that in something in the music world, I think that'd be great. Like what me and the combo were talking about is going on tour, like while we're still in high school.
No, 100%.
That would be one of the best things ever, dude. I would love to do that so much. It didn't end up happening this year because the district has so much red tape, dude. So much red tape, and like you have to rent a very specific type of bus. Like that's so dumb.
Oh really?
Well, how long would you go on tour for?
Probably like a week.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many
Wow, the
forms
only
and-
jazz program they have is jazz composite. That's fine though.
I mean, I'm sure some.
Wait, what do you think I should go in as? Undergrad, grad? I have to go in as an undergrad. What am I
Yeah,
saying?
undergrad. But then just stay there
high
for
school
grad.
graduation. What graduation? 27?
You're going to New York this summer, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna tour that school?
Berklee.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in New York, huh?
Yeah.
They have one in Boston. That's like their main.
That's the main one.
That's the main.
Okay. Boston's not far.
Dude, I should go to
You
Juilliard.
should tour Juilliard. 100%.
I'm
That would be
100% toured.
awesome.
I'm gonna go. Okay. Bro,
Juilliard's right in the midst of
I already have so much stuff to do there though. Like I'm
Yeah.
going to. I'm sad because
It'll take you like an hour. Like
That's
Juilliard's not a big school.
I'll see if I could go.
Like
Definitely during the night. I'm
toured,
gonna be going to Smalls and smoke and stuff like that.
nice.
Well, okay. Mr. Ritt's like, dude, you should try to jam there. I was like, I don't know if I want to try to jam, bro. Like,
Dude, you're gonna call.
people are mean. Like,
Have you you guys know the school Pepperdine?
Yeah.
Pepperdine. I toured Pepperdine
There was
yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Actually, and
It's a nice campus.
it's
yeah.
really nice in Malibu. It's really nice.
Mhm.
I toured their law school, and that didn't take long. It took like an hour. I mean,
Yeah, I
the
forgot
undergrad
they had law
took
school.
like forever.
I forgot that a lot.
It's a good law school. You know they
Yeah.
let you do like pro bono and take clients when you're in the law school. Like they give you a ton of experience. That's a consideration at this point, and it's a Christian school.
Mm.
But yeah, no, Calvin. I mean Juilliard or Berklee obviously would be great.
Yeah.
but
I
what do
wonder.
you want to study? Here we go. Undergraduate programs. Let's see.
But you have to see like the like undergraduate is a broad term that can mean
Mhm.
your major and stuff. Because usually when you go to school, you have the major, which is like half of it, and then
Yeah.
the other half is like lower division, like your general education stuff. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
And worst case scenario, you could just do 2 years at LBCC and then go. I mean,
I could
that would literally like.
I
basically
wouldn't
be
mind
it.
doing that.
But that's why I was saying if you do that
You
to
could
get
do it
to
now.
yeah, you could do it now
You
to
could-
get it done
you-
faster.
You still got 2 years of high school. You could do it right now.
Yeah.
I could do it right now.
But
Yeah, because we're planning
actually,
to
that's a
graduate
great thing to make sure, because if they don't have any of the gen eds, you're fine. But listen, this is actually important. If they do have gen eds and you're gonna have to waste time at
Even if it's that expensive, too.
Juilliard, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to waste time and money at Juilliard taking chemistry. It
Bro,
would
I don't
be
want
so
to do
much.
that. Like,
But if they make you, a way to get out of it is to do it for free at LBCC.
Yeah.
Just do you can do it online with no meetings. It's called asynchronous.
mhm.
It's so legendary, dude. That's how
Yeah.
I've been able to do 20 classes.
yeah.
Like you do them online. You never see the teacher. Like right now, I have homework for one that I'll just do later, but you don't have to do it at a set time. And you do all these classes,
That's-
and then you save 2 years, and you just go straight into making
Yeah,
music and learn.
absolutely.
Like that's actually.
Yeah.
You better keep in touch with me, bro. When we
Let's
you
see.
go to
So
Juilliard.
like,
Yeah.
or Juilliard or Berklee.
Yeah.
Bro, your meal will get
music
a full ride,
production?
dude. That's gonna be crazy.
contemporary dance. I could do that.
Wait, so does it actually does say that there is the lower division?
Yeah, I mean, like all the this is
That wouldn't. I don't know how they would just say you can't.
222 undergrad programs here.
I feel like they would.
You should
still
look
have
up
to do
trans.
it.
Wait, what are you looking at